Give you a fucking hint. 2 words. Disco Express.
Disco Express. Are you dealing in beads or what? I mean, that group Blue Dog, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Anus, they had that single, that real shitty single they wanted me to push during my publicist days.
Booty Time.
Yeah, Booty Time with that lead singer, the white 𝐷𝐴𝐀𝐾𝐫 lookalike with the 6-inch platform shoes, you know, he looked like,
Like me.
yeah, I was gonna say it looked like shit, but he looked like you.
Booty time, across the USA. Booty time, hey, hey, hey. Booty time, across the USA. It's booty time, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable. I didn't think anything could cheer me up tonight, Lieutenant, but that brilliant performance. Jerk off. Booty time. Why do you hate me so much?
Why do I hate you? I give you...
Oops. All right, it's booty time.
I've never been an Andrew Dice Clay fan.
In that role, he works well. Because he's pretty much playing himself, kind of like what Billy Bob Thornton does. Just plays himself, everything he does. So it works.
Except for Bad Santa.
Bad Santa was great.
I liked it.
I love I like my favorite part of Bad Santa is when they're boxing, and the little kid hits the little guy in the balls, and then like the little guy hits Billy Bob in the balls, and they're all like laying there. They got hitting the balls with punching each other. That's so fucking good. I might have to. I wonder if I think I've made that actually one of the beginnings of this stream before. So let's see if this is gonna work or not. Come on, web. Of course not.
Like Lucinda.
All right. Make sure this works. Okay. Can everybody see the ticker?
Yeah, I can.
Hey, Cleveland. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Cleveland.
So, Harry, were you experiencing the joys of post-auction?
Well, of course, Bobby didn't want to pay the shipping.
Well,
I said, if you don't want to pay, you can just cancel. So he canceled. Patrick doesn't charge me that much. Hey,
well, he moved.
Based on weight, man.
So here's the thing: he moved, and so where he moved to is even worse than where he was before. So I can ship to Darren at more than half the cost of what it has to cost to ship to Bobby.
That's not our problem. That's Canada's problem.
Well, I don't know why UPS. Maybe UPS just won't go to where Bobby lives. I don't know, but it's not even an option for me.
It was 6 pounds of records, and it was going to be $57 US by US mail. UPS, it was going to be $28, but then UPS charges that carrier fee.
Yeah. but you had the option to send it UPS to his address.
Yeah, it came when it gave me the best price. It said or, and then I could have clicked on.
What were you using?
Pirate Ship.
So were you using his new address or his old address?
His new one.
Really? Because I have send me his new address. I have it in Pirate Ship, and it never gave me the option for UPS.
Okay. But he told me don't ship UPS.
Oh, I know. But well, I mean, I ship UPS to Darren all the time without a problem.
Yeah, and I shipped to Darren, and it wasn't cheap. I'm telling you, it's not cheap. Hello, Oak Shield. Reb. So one of the fellas was from Seattle, and he came down today and picked up what he bought. Nice guy, Brett.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with I'll meet him somewhere. Like, I've met you in a parking lot, So.
Yeah. But he's got Brent. He's got a Black Ice F-35 tube amp that he's going to sell.
Yeah. So I have one too. So
I'm seriously thinking about it. He's going to bring it down and hook it up to my system.
Hey, Rev, Cleveland.
What kind of tubes are you using in yours?
I have reflectors in mine, but I have had I've had Amperics in there. That sounds great. So.
I mean, what model are they? 88s or?
They're 7308s or 6922s or ECC 83s.
But yeah, I've been busy watching videos on them, and I like it.
I mean, I like it a lot. I mean, I just replaced it, so. But what I replaced it with was something that I've been waiting to replace that for a long time. So.
And then this same guy, Brent, he bought the cartridge from that fella down there by you.
Oh, Andy Kim? Yeah.
And he raved about it. He said it was amazing.
You know, I don't usually give hardware recommendations, but when I do, you can pretty much take it to the bank, man. I mean, I'm not a... I mean, yeah. Mick. Who's Mick?
Andy? Mick? That Mick.
Oh. Ready? I'm not playing a Sweet album, so I don't understand. I don't get that humor there, Nick. Mr. Okay. Nick might be high,
but... Think so?
Odds are good that Nick is probably high. So, yeah. But it's Nick Fantasy. Remember, people, it's fantasy.
Remember when it was Nick Pantazzi?
I know. It was just like, yeah.
Hey, Andy.
Andy G. So that's interesting. So there's a guy here that I borrowed prog records from, and I think his name's Brett, and he got a Black Eyes F159 and the Andy Kim cartridge. That was kind of interesting.
And his name is Brent?
Yeah.
Nice guy. Lives in Seattle.
No, this guy's a local guy here.
I can't remember what his user ID was in the auction.
I'm just laughing because I'm sitting there and you've got a timer, and I know for a fact that there were 2 people in your auction bidding that have told other people that they don't go to my auctions because of the timer. So I was laughing my ass off about that. So.
Well, but my timer, I had to manually stop it and start it. It was a learning progress. And
it's not easy to do that whole the whole frickin' the timer thing. It's not easy, you know. I mean, it's. But I mean, I do it. I admit that, you know, I do make more money with the timer. But it also, I had people angry at me because they're like going, you know, I thought my bid came in first, and you know, people sitting there say wouldn't come back because they thought they won the auction. So I got rid of the whole, you know, your computer system is faster than somebody else's. So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie. I got the Dreamboat Annie mobile fidelity today.
Yeah, I've heard really bad things about that. So.
Oh, I've heard it sounds great. I don't know what you could have any problem with it. People say that side A doesn't sound as good as the rest of the album. I don't hear it. I think one person says it, and then everybody else says, yeah, me too.
My favorite of that is the Friday Music, and I'm not a huge Friday Music fan, but that one that Kevin Gray did was phenomenal.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. And I have the Nautilus, but I don't have the Friday Music.
So there's 3 different Nautiluses, I think.
I don't even know what is this one?
Let me see. Hang on. That's just a universal reissue from 2016. Looks like.
Okay. I got like 5 copies of this now. I got the one with the weird writing in the dead wax.
To the max and go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has got RM.
Ron McMaster. That means it sucks. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
At least my opinion. Most of his stuff is bad. Every once in a while, something will fall out of the tree that sounds okay for him.
Everybody gets lucky once in a while.
But then again, you know, some people, like I said, you know, I mean, somebody was just talking to me about how much they love the Friday Music of Boston's first album. I'm like, oh God, I hate that. So, you know, I mean, you know, everybody has a different, you know, their systems are different, their hearing's different, what they like is different, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But don't get mad at me because I don't like your pressing, you know, don't get mad.
Hey, John.
Nice.
Yes, it is, Randy, and you're not invited, so get the fuck out.
Hey, Randy, did you get my email?
Yeah, stop
let me know.
ghosting that fucking Harry, okay? So if you don't know, this is basically the police with some guy from Germany. If you couldn't tell that this is Sting singing.
So this is pre-police?
I think it's during the police.
Yeah, probably right at the same time. Hey, Nick. Hey, Randy. Revs. Crude.
Who is Tandy?
Andy.
Nick, are you really that messed up? Who is Tandy? Are you talking to Andy?
You should get Nick up here.
T and R are next to each other. Hey, 𝐏𝐞𝐫𝐿.
Maybe it's Randy
Hey,
who's sending something.
Eddie Physical Media.
Hey, Terry.
Hey,
Randy,
Terry.
not Tandy. Dude.
Terry, I could see you on StreamYard or whatever this app we're on. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Swift. Maybe next week, if nobody dies, we'll get your guest DJ playlist finally going. So.
Another one died. Cleo Lane.
Never heard of
Jazz.
him.
Well, the Hulkster died.
Yeah, Hulk was a big one.
Yeah, that's gonna be yeah.
If you grew up in the 80s.
Guitarist and vocalist from Golden Earring.
Yeah. I can't pronounce his name, but.
Yeah. I would not. I recognized the name when I saw it, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you who it was.
Yeah, George, I can't remember.
𝐾𝐫𝐤.
Yeah. Not to diminish the fact that those guys were pretty big in Europe, man. They weren't big here, but yeah.
They were the
HBK's
longest
favorite
running.
band.
At one point, they were the longest running band with the original lineup or core, like same lineup. Like it started in like 1960 or 60, before the Stones and Beatles.
Can I put in a request for Are You Receiving Me?
Actually, the Beatles don't count. They broke up.
Yeah, they broke up. So they didn't last that long.
Yeah, but longer than the Stones or whoever else.
Well, the Stones had replacement members too. So.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but they were the.
Hey, Darren.
Yeah, Hulk, and that was like later Hulk. I like the actually it still might have been 80s or early 90s. That was the 90s, I think.
Not to diminish the accomplishment of the Hulk slamming Andre, but Andre allowed him to be slammed. If Andre did not want to be slammed, he would not have been slammed. It would have been
And Andre also wasn't the Andre of
of yesterday.
Malia, I just requested Are You Receiving Me?
See.
And greetings.
I already have like 3 Golden Earring songs now. So.
Malia has good taste in
Spock.
cars.
Can you play Iron Maiden's version of that? Do you have like the B-sides?
Of what?
Kill Me Ce Soir. I'll look it up. You don't have to look it up. I should just look it up.
Is it off the Clairvoyant? No. I don't see it.
No, it was. It would have just been on like Best of the B-sides or like Beast, like Best of the Beast or something.
No, I don't think I have that one. Yes, we were just talking about him passing away.
Oh yeah, you don't have it. I don't know what would be off.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Oh, it's awesome. The original's awesome too.
Smokey was George Harrison's favorite singer. He wrote a song called Pure Smokey.
Yeah, Smokey's great.
What kind of secrets? You mean like vain secrets?
Oh, you're talking about Golden Earring, I think.
I don't have very much Golden Earring, at least not recorded. I just have like Twilight Zone and Moontan probably recorded. I have Cut, I think.
Smokey's still around. He's got a radio show on Sirius XM.
I guess I don't have Cut recorded.
Yeah, it looks like you got the 2 singles and then Long Blonde Animal.
Yeah. I need to record more.
Well, you got to wonder with Ozzy, though, if it was natural or if he just said, okay, it's time.
Well, that's what I said. I wonder if it was more of a, you know, he just stopped taking whatever meds he had to take and just said, you know what,
Yeah.
I'm done, you know. We covered, yeah, we talked to that ad nauseum on Tuesday. It's funny, like, probably 5 minutes after the stream was over, they YouTube yanked it, like, done, you know.
Yeah,
Really?
I was surprised it lasted that long.
Actually, that's the last song of the night is Twilight Zone, so we'll just end it with, like, the long version of Twilight Zone.
You got a 12-inch single of that.
That's what I play. That's what I have.
Big hit. That was a massive hit
Yeah.
for an unknown band. I mean, I guess Radar Love was first, but
I think that Twilight Zone was a bigger hit for them.
yeah,
They didn't have the staying
that was
power.
my era. I remember it like when I was.
Thank you, Andy. I'll get it out tomorrow.
Yeah,
Well,
like I
you
said,
could
they
have
were- Go ahead.
you could have predicted what we played.
Yeah, there was nothing, you know, earth-shattering, you know, that.
Hey, Randy.
Other than a brick-walled user remix of Bark at the Moon.
Randy, I'll have Stunty send them for you.
You should draw pictures on all the covers, Harry.
Why? It's inside joke?
No, that's what Stunty did.
Oh, well.
Not only did it take years, he drew pictures.
That's why I said I'll have Stunty mail them out.
Oh, breakfast. I'm seeing them, I don't know, in a week, maybe, next week. New Bomb Turks.
I love that name.
Yeah.
Lawrence of Arabia. He's an English guy. Trying to fight the Turkish.
I want to buy that Led Zeppelin EP, but yeah, they want $10 to ship it. But by the time you add shipping and tax, it's a $55 record or whatever.
What Led Zeppelin EP?
What? Yeah, what Zeppelin EP?
They're coming out with a live EP from Physical Graffiti era. They're doing an anniversary edition of Physical Graffiti, and then they're doing a 12-inch 4-song EP that's going to have 2 live cuts on it.
What are the other 2 tracks? Are they?
Nebworth live, and I forget the other one.
Is there any new songs?
No, they're from the 2 of them are from Physical Graffiti.
Okay.
But I want to get it, but it's only $19 on the website. But hell, by the time you pay everything else, it's $35 or whatever.
Is it limited? Why do you have to get it from the website?
I don't know if it's limited. I had my local store check to see if she could order it for me.
I might have Nebworth on a bootleg.
But one thing
75 Nebworth, I think it was.
One thing to be aware of, Harry, is if you get the 159, is that it does have like a 3 dB bump at 20 hertz, really low end. It has a built-in EQ of like.
You're talking about the Black Ice F35?
F159.
No, F35.
Oh, what's the F35?
That's their top of the line Black Ice 2 band.
Is it the phono preamp or the 2 band?
Black
Is it
Ice
phono
Killer.
stage? Is it
No,
a phono
it's-
stage or a
it's-
preamp?
It's an integrated amp.
Oh, you said 159 when we started.
No, I said 35.
Oh, well, I can rewind it. You said 159. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah, Mick, you have those songs too. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll be better shaped than the bootleg I have. But I don't really like that Nebworth show.
Is that the last one from like 81 or whatever it was, 80?
Oh, it's 75, I think. But it's the Physical Graffiti tour. I do not like Zeppelin live when they're doing songs off Physical Graffiti. Because it was such a, not produced album, but it was a very layered album with a lot of instruments and 3-4 guitars doing different parts. And
Well, Cleveland says 2 songs are from Earl's Court.
Earl's Court. Maybe that's what it is. Or I might have Earl's Court too. I know that one.
I had a friend actually Harry probably knows who. Did you ever hear of Bart Cop when you were like coming up, Harry? He was a liberal hero, but
no.
He used to have he had like a Prodigy thing, and he had like an AOL, but he had a massive Zeppelin bootleg commercial, the biggest I've ever seen. He had all that shit, Earl's Court, Strawberry Hills, whatever the fuck it was, and all that bullshit.
Yeah, I had it. Someone gave me, I guess it's MP3, all the Zeppelin bootlegs. It was just like hundreds, and he gave it to me because I had an iPod and I was like downloading CDs and stuff into it. And I'm like, I'll be able to do. And it was like everything was tagged different. Like you just had to spend hundreds of hours putting this together, like the way the files were. And
So somebody offered me, there was a set. It's called the Ultimate Zepp Experience. I don't know what it was. There was like 72 albums. I think I saw the email. This was probably like 12 years ago. Said, hey, I'll send these to you if you want to record them. And I'm like, well, man, there's just no way, dude. I don't want to do 72 bootlegs of Led Zeppelin. It would ruin Led Zeppelin for me. I'm like I don't want to do it. I'm not.
And they were kind of famous for not putting on really good live shows too. So, how many do you want?
Yeah, how many do you want? I think How the West Was Won is awesome. That, the official live album that came out.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's better than Song Remains the Same. That's
way better.
So, what do you think about the Buckingham Nicks?
I heard a clip off of it, and just on YouTube. It sounded okay. It didn't. I bought one, so I have a desire to see what they did with it and how good the tapes are. So.
I didn't buy the analog one. I bought one from Amazon. They've got a limited edition one there.
I thought they were all analog that they're on album.
I don't know. I thought they were digital.
So Chris Bellman, his cuts are all analog too. So.
But I think Chris Bellman's only doing the one.
No, Kevin Gray's doing the expensive one.
Oh, okay.
Bellman's
That's what.
doing the
Okay, I got it backwards. I think it was $23 on Amazon for the yellow vinyl.
So I'm very curious, but
Yeah, I don't have Earl's Court.
I used to have Destroyer. It's like I think it was like a 3-album set. I think I gave it to somebody. I was like, I had this. And then I sold bands that I had like a 10 album set that had a bunch of really cool bootleg stuff on it. So yeah.
Yeah, that is a problem. Like at least 4
4
of those songs in particular.
I had a problem with the Days of Confused performance in the documentary. I'm like going, man, that's 13 minutes they could have had of interviews.
I thought it was good. I thought I thought that was really good.
It was, but it was too long. I'd rather hear some interviews and stuff like that than that.
Yeah, but it made it like a concert movie a little bit.
It was too long.
The dynamic,
I
appreciate the dynamics and like that riff. Sometimes you hear it on the album, but it's really evil kind of riff at the time.
I don't know. After Physical Graffiti, I kind of lost interest in some of the stuff.
Presence was a great record. I love Presence. Presence was phenomenal.
I mean, I have them, but they're not my go-to records.
One of my favorite songs is "Up Into the Outdoor," and it's although I could do without songs like "Hot Dog" and "Royal Orleans." Yeah.
Hot Dog should have had like a 15-minute drum solo.
I'm not a fan of Ramble On either, but that's not true. I like Ramble On, but not. There's a lot of Led Zeppelin 2 that I'm kind of burnt on.
Oh yeah, I'm totally burnt on that record. Zeppelin 4 too.
I can still listen to Led Zeppelin 4. I got no problem with Led Zeppelin 4. I got no problem.
1 and 3 I can listen to, no problem.
1 is probably my favorite now. This part of my life, 1 is probably my favorite. 1 and 3 I love. 3 I love to death.
I haven't heard any of the new Robert Plant album yet. I guess he released a track from it.
Yeah, it was a short version in the movie.
Well, they do have instrumentals, so you could just listen to Moby Dick or something.
Oh God, no.
So I take it Whitesnake won't be on the playlist.
Where did I put my phone? There's somebody coming to town that I was surprised to see. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, come on. Ray Gillen's an amazing singer. You don't like Badlands? Oh, that's just wrong.
Oh, it's Robert Plant. He's going to be at the Moore Theater. The Moore isn't that big. And then not too far from here, Small City is advertising that Lovin' Spoonful are playing.
Who's left alive in that band?
Well, I mean, you would have to have Zal in it. But
he's dead, isn't he?
I don't know if he is.
Hold on. John Sebastian's is dead, though, right?
No, I've seen him before. He's good. His voice is kind of gone. But I suspect it's really a John Sebastian show, and he's got a band backing him.
Yeah, I don't know if the Drowns are playing. Are they doing the whole tour? Maybe they are. My friend's band's opening for the New Bomb Turks.
Yeah, Zal died in 2002.
Really?
Bill Butler
There's
died.
4 bands on the bill.
Well, then it's basically
John
Sebastian with a backing band.
Well, it says that it says that John Sebastian's not even in there now. Steve Boone is the only member.
Well, with the advertisement for this band, they're showing Sebastian's picture.
Well, you mean they've never lied on an ad map before?
Well, yeah.
It doesn't say he's in the band. Wikipedia says it says he's not there, but Wikipedia has been wrong too. So
There we go. This great song.
yes, he's been dead 23 years. Wow, this is one of my earliest recordings ever, pre-Legacy. Shit.
Is it on Radio Shack cassette? Not that early.
No, not that early, but probably 2008.
2008 is when I probably stopped making recordings.
I was going, man, I can kind of, I felt like going, well, this sounds pretty good. I think I have a knack for this. So.
It was a good era. Do you remember when they first came out with the CD recorders, like for home use?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously you guys remember, but it was really fun being able to burn your own CD.
I would print out J cards. I would print out J cards.
Yeah.
I'd download that. I'd make the J cards, and
right when they first came out, before every band, every local band, like CDs became garbage after a while. But.
Oh yeah, man! CD burners. That was the record companies really.
Not everyone had them, but you could make good mixes.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was so early.
didn't realize I haven't listened to this in a long time. Another one of those records that I thumb through and I see the cover and I just go, I can listen to something else.
I never listened to the entire albums. I would always just hear the hits, you know.
Yeah,
they got a
Radar Love
nuggets when they were with the earrings, golden earrings.
Oops.
Your earring, you got it backstage. Spell check.
Yeah, I wasn't too much into spell checking back then either, so as you can tell. So.
BBS, you know, he passed away. That's the only reason we're listening to this. But I guess your point is that it was bigger than Ozzy. It's like losing Mick Jagger in Amsterdam.
What's that girl singer from the Netherlands? She's super popular. Anouk.
Don't know.
Anouk. She's huge over there.
Eskimo name.
She had a song on a Guitar Hero. So when are you going to sell the rest of those Rush albums over here?
I was going to give you first shot at them.
Oh, okay. I will actually, I'm flying to Spokane a week from today. So.
You're not going to be around this way at all?
You know, I'm debating, you know, because I'm going to end up in Portland, and then I'm going to drive.
You should swing by somehow.
Well, I'm going to be, Spokane to Seattle is not, you know, it's I have to go to Moses Lake, and then from there, I could go to Seattle and then dip down to. How far is it from Seattle to Portland?
2.5 hours.
That's not bad. I have to figure
Rush
out where.
45 minutes for Rush albums. Hours pushing it.
Is that
2.5. Yeah, I'm not driving 2.5 for Rush albums.
Yeah, but there's more than just Rush.
I mean, I could still like socialize, you know, say hi, how you doing?
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
I'm totally joking.
Yeah, and if you needed a place to crash for a night too, that's always available.
I've been to your house. It's actually nice and clean. Has a fun pet to hang out with, and your wife's lovely. So yeah.
We had some of my wife's her niece came up from California, and their family's pretty straight, pretty conservative family, and she came up with her girlfriend, and I'm like, oh man, they're gonna come in. The house is gonna smell like weed. Oh man, I was trying everything I could to make sure it didn't smell bad. Well, they get here and we're sitting down eating dinner, and they're having a glass of wine, and they said, "You don't drink wine?" I said, "No, I don't really. I'm not really big alcohol drinker." Well, what do you like? I said, "I like weed." And they go, "Oh, I'm so glad to hear that." Pulls out a joint. So it was a good night. It was a fun night.
And your wife like, "Oh man, I didn't know that."
Yeah, and then she says, "I was afraid I was going to come in and smell like weed." I said, "Well, I was afraid the house was going to smell."
If I didn't stay at your house, man, I go rearrange your records in your record. I go hide shit, like put records everywhere. It's like that.
Oh, don't do that.
It'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Yeah. I could have sworn I had that record. God.
It's hard enough to find them when I've got them categorized.
Yeah.
I've really gone through though and purged a lot, believe it or not.
Yeah, but every time you purge, it's like you get more. So it's like.
Yeah, but I get collections and then I wholesale them out to that guy, and I just keep whatever I want.
How much does he pay?
I'm just giving them the real common stuff, the $2 to $5 stuff. Like the last batch I got, he ended up paying a total of $3,600 for everything.
Randy, why don't you hang out? Come on up.
How much does it cost to ship that many?
I don't know. He ships them by the container.
Okay.
Yeah, he was down in L.A. a week before I was there buying stuff.
So he just buys that stuff, ships it home, and sells it to
See, this
everybody.
is losing me.
Yeah. This is really long.
I'm totally lost already. I just faded out. Jesus, that song again.
Yeah, way to go, Harry. Requested 13-minute song.
I knew it was a long song.
I didn't even check. My bad.
Oh, I didn't know you requested it. I wouldn't have been knocking it. I'm
What's
just
the?
making
No, it's
observations.
okay. It's okay.
I didn't mind if it kept playing. I just was talking.
Another word for Randy's old.
Yeah.
Get some nuts. Get a beer. Smoke a bowl, and then just you'll feel
Put
better.
your glasses on. We won't know if they're awake or not.
No one will have any
Right.
idea. I've got a
Just
picture.
nod
of
every couple of minutes.
I've got a picture of you passed out on the live stream. Anyway, you're literally like this in a chair. It's like, yeah.
Eddie's getting rid of 500 records.
Good. You know, if I haven't listened to it in, most people say a year. If I haven't listened to it in 5 to 10 years,
I don't know.
yeah.
I regret records I got rid of 20, 30 years ago.
It depends, I sit there and I'm literally like going, well, am I ever going to listen to this again? And if I'm
You know what?
not,
You
it's
guys
like,
buy
okay.
more records than me, and you guys buy a net.
Somebody said, I can't remember who said it, but they said, I never regret selling a record, but I've often regretted not buying a record.
I can always, it's like you can always get that record again, and sometimes it's
Maybe.
fun to look for that record again. Well, I've yet to find a record. Only one record that I have not been able to find again, and that would be like the Ram in mono, one of the rarest records in the world.
You could find it if you want to pay the price. That's my
Yeah,
point.
but there's also records that you want to hear again, and you don't have it. But is it worth going out and buying it, and now it's $25, and you had it, you didn't pay for it because you had it for so long.
I mean, I have most of everything. Most everything everything I've sold, I have recorded. So it's like I'll always have a copy of it. But if it's important enough to me to go, okay, I have equipment that sounds infinitely better than when I recorded this. Then if it means that much to me, I'll do it.
I regret selling. I had a promo copy of Supertramp's Breakfast in America, but it came with a menu, and I remember the menu had like all the tour dates for the U.S. shows.
But see, you like that kind of shit. That's
Yeah, I like that oddball kind of stuff.
Which is good, which is fine. But that's something you're really into. So I mean, you're into the.
Doesn't even care if that's in his sleeve.
No, I'm just like, fuck it, man. It's like, yeah, I don't care.
No, I don't need a lyric sheet. I don't need anything. As long as
But I do appreciate.
Right, good shape.
I do appreciate the people that do. I can understand it. It's just not something that's important to me.
It's like that would be like buying Live at Leeds without all the inserts.
Well, hold on. Well, that one is that one's kind of special because that actually that's one of the big appeals of it is the inserts. So,
well, that's the same thing with what I'm saying, though.
Well, certain
appeal.
stuff I'm into, like posters. I like posters for sure. I love posters. But yeah.
John, didn't you have the Van Halen poster on your wall?
Oh yeah, with thumbtack, Harry.
David Lee Roth in chains.
I mean, there might be thumbtack holes, but there's definitely like fun tack. Remember that blue fun tack?
Blue tack is still around.
I remember you talking about
it. It reminds me. I got to order some.
I was a kid. I was in grade school. It's supposed to. You bought a record, or actually you were gifted a record.
You didn't understand the symbolism of that poster. So, yeah. So the collection that guy who passed away gave me in L.A., he actually would sell drugs and trade records for drugs, and he never played the records; he just had them.
Wow. Huh.
Patrick was part of a drug money laundering scheme.
You know what? One record I regret selling. I had a sealed butcher cover. I met some guy in a parking lot, and I really regret selling that record to this day. So, yeah.
Hey, there's a record you'll never get back. You'll never get another one.
No. But you know, I held on to it, you know, and I was never going to do anything with it. So it's like, man, I might as well move it along to somebody who's going to appreciate it, because I didn't look at it, admire it, and go, oh my god.
I was
cool.
hoping you got that Sergeant Pepper.
I'm getting the Sergeant Pepper. So funny story. I got the money back from the guy that sent me the one that wasn't legit, right? About 2 days later, I saw one come up for like 800 pounds in the UK. And so, but they had listings. They had two feedbacks, and I went, okay, I'm gonna take a shot, you know. And I checked today, and it actually passed through UK customs. We'll see when I get it if it actually is the right pressing. I asked them over. I said, here, does it have this?
This is Al Downing. Holy cow!
Yep. So we'll find out hopefully next week.
Al Downing cut rockabilly songs in the 50s. That's where I knew him. I mean, I knew he kept playing, but I never actually listened to much of his latest stuff. Al Downing's cut 2 absolute killer rockabilly songs in the 50s.
I gotta pass on that, Randy. See, now I prefer this kind of soul to Motown. To me, Motown doesn't age well.
This is a little bit more upbeat.
I like the Philly sound and more of that kind.
Oh, I need a beer.
Sounds of Philadelphia, that era kind of stuff.
Motown was once upon a time, it was everything. Early 60s, mid 60s.
Can't hear you too good, Bobby.
It's underwater.
Yeah.
Just talk a little.
What, you can't hear me?
I guess we can.
Yeah, it just sounds like maybe you're in a cave or something.
Well, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like your microphone's like far away, but it worked, you know.
How about now?
Perfect.
Well, my microphone keeps on turning itself down so much. I have to buy a new microphone. Zipper, you're a wrestling fan, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, not real. When I was a kid, I don't watch it anymore.
Well, were you in the 80s? That was the Hulk.
Oh yeah, he was there. Yeah.
So were you into the Hulkamania shit and all that crap?
Not so much Hulk. I like the bad guys.
Did you take your vitamins?
He was so important. You know, you can't deny it.
My favorite part of Hulk Hogan was when he was in NWO and did the heel turn. I love that whole NWO thing.
Yeah. Well, he put wrestling on the map for the mainstream.
Thunder Lips.
You know, he's like the Beatles of wrestling.
Now, do you know how this band got their name?
No.
I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure it's because there's an interview with Paul McCartney, like around 65 or so, and they said, "How did you get the name the Beatles?" And he said, "We could have been called the Shoes." And I really think that's where they came up with it.
Good for them.
The Ramones got their name from the Beatles. No.
Oh, Ramon, Paul Ramon.
Yeah.
Ramon.
Yeah, Paul Ramon.
Which is on the rarest record I've ever owned.
Hey, Frank.
That's a sixth record. What you were looking at that goes at 45.
Bobby, you're really low right now.
You come in high and it like wavers down.
Yeah.
Well, that's this goddamn microphone.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
He's just like mania.
what happened?
What's that, Brian?
I just got this in the mail today. This is like
Is that a theme park?
like classical music, or it's orchestral music that Paul wrote, and he produces and arranges it. it's really, it's like, I don't know. If you like, not
Is it a full album?
It's a double album. Four
It's only
movements.
4 tracks, 4 movements. Gotcha.
How about now? Can you hear me now? Oh.
Yeah. Well, say a full sentence.
I switched microphones.
There you go.
That's better. Yeah.
But I think I'm still going to have a problem.
Nope.
No, you're good.
No, it sounds good. Hey, Brian. Jose.
I
Hola,
let off
Jose.
the
¿Qué
fireworks.
tal, Jose Felipe?
Hey,
Buenas
Jose.
noches. ¿A dónde estás?
I like, to my Spanish friends, I like saying the word mucho. It means a lot to them.
Yeah, you better walk away after that. Get out of here. That's a Harry level joke.
I'm going to use that one.
I bet you will. That's right up your alley, dude. As soon as he said it, that sounds just like something Harry would say. And we're all the worse for it, so thank you very much. Brazil, so you speak Portuguese.
Brazil. Is it been hot down where you guys are?
It's been mild here this week. It's been pretty mild.
Bobby, it was deadly today. Absolute deadly.
We've already had 11 heat warnings here in Toronto. And a heat warning here in Toronto is when the temperature gets up to 100 degrees, you know, with the humidex and all of that. And next week we're going to have another tomorrow is going to be, you know, another fucking heat day, and then 3 days in a row or some fucking thing. It's fucking crazy, this weather. I remember heat waves, but I don't ever remember them being this long.
I remember heat waves as a kid.
Here
I mean,
today.
what's it like down in Texas and Arizona and places like that? It must be fucking 140 degrees all the time.
You get used to it. We get wimpy up here.
You guys see Thailand's going to war with Cambodia?
Again?
Yeah. They've been fighting for a while. They've been fighting.
Yeah,
for
but
a while.
I mean, they're evacuating people along the border now. They're bringing the military in. It's
not healthy to know all the news around the world. You know, years ago, you knew your village, and then you'd read a newspaper. You'd get the big city news, and then maybe you get your national news.
The problem with the news now is you can't trust it.
We got half an hour of national news. We got half an hour of local news every night, and that was it. And they didn't have time to like go into the minutia of everything.
Yeah,
that was the best news going, man. The half an hour, 11 o'clock to 11:30. Then you watch Carson for fuck's sake. And even the weatherman took five or 7 minutes of the news, right? We only had about 15, 20 minutes of, you know, there was good stories too. It wasn't all bad stories. It was good stories too.
You don't need a weatherman to tell which way the wind blows.
Well, I mean, freaking weathermen have the easiest job in the world. They're not accountable. If they're wrong, nobody gives a shit. It's like, you know.
Oh, I could tell you today, man, they were wrong.
It's like, hey, it's going to be, you know, this, that, and the other. Oh, it's not that. Oh, sorry. You know, it's like they're the only people that could, like, be totally wrong every day. Nobody cares. So, yeah.
Too many wackos up there now.
So I didn't know who this was. I remember, and Rev sent this to me, and I was like...
Yeah, it's the Radio Birdman, and what's it, was it Ron Ashton?
Yeah, Ron Ashton, and the drummer for the MC5, someone from the MC5.
Yeah, and Dennis Peck.
It's really good. I thought this was really good. So the guy that I bought the last collection from with the blue tape, Terry, comes in here once in a while. He lives in Thailand. He's not there now. He's actually here. But so I wonder how far from the border he is. So.
You know, you should talk to him. There's a place in Bangkok. It's a massive warehouse, and it's full of vinyl, records, gear, equipment. And there's a whole video about it on YouTube. there might be stuff in there that he could pick up and ship.
You know what? I bet you there's a lot of United States servicemen records that are in that warehouse in Vietnam you're talking about. Guys that have records flown over or brought over, and they're not going to take them back, right?
Well,
I know that's how a lot of blues records ended up in England.
My big sister's best friend was a mercenary pilot in in Cambodia in the Vietnam War, and when they left and all that stuff, he brought back a 50 caliber machine gun, a working 50 caliber machine gun,
wow,
which he shot off in his living room before he killed himself. A couple of gibbons and all sorts of shit. He brought back all sorts of stuff, man. They had like gibbons in their backyard, and so it was nuts, man.
I didn't think you were allowed to take your weapons from the U.S. military. You just couldn't own them.
It's called smuggling.
The only thing I brought back was the bamboo bong.
And a case of whatever disease you had that week, but yeah.
You know, I can't find a good old-fashioned bamboo bong anywhere. You think someone, well, like on Etsy, but people want a fortune for them.
Chinatown. You got a Chinatown where you live?
Yeah, but they call it the International District.
Well, Chinatown, I'm sure they'd have fucking bamboo bongs in Chinatown.
Yeah,
I know we got a big Chinatown here in Toronto, and I went into a couple of them sort of apothecary stores. They got bat wings, eye of nuke, fucking all of that crazy stuff, eh? Their gallbladders, shark tooth, all of that fucking horse shit, right? It was crazy. I mean, the wall was little cubicles like this with, jars in it or and stuff like that. There was thousands of them, right? I wanted to buy some ginseng. I had a girlfriend that was into that shit. Astrology, numerology.
I'm grinding, so I'm muting my mic.
Apparently, Harry's messing with drug paraphernalia. Remember, we don't condone this kind of activity here, people. But whatever you do in your own home is up to you. But yeah, we're not endorsing drinking or smoking or live streaming in the dark. So yes, we don't advocate any of that stuff.
Or rock and roll music, the devil's music.
Especially rock and roll. Or coughing. We don't condone coughing of any kind.
I've seen so many videos lately of Ozzy, like with his grandkids and stuff. Just a normal guy. He really was.
Just a normal guy who bit the head off of him.
No, I mean, he wanted the same thing everybody else.
He had a family, but I doubt I wouldn't say he's normal.
I think towards the end of his life, he may have become more normalized for him, but I mean...
Only because he got old.
Yeah.
Hey, Dorothy, I see you had your farm grew mold. You know how to get rid of mold? Doesn't matter where it is. Java. You can either use a cure or half water, half Java. Java kills mold like that, right?
Oh, salvia is nasty shit. Go to YouTube and just look for some salvia videos. You'll laugh your ass off.
What is that? What's that stuff? Salvia.
It's some drug. I think you could buy it like at 7-Elevens and shit and smoke it and just go Google it. Watch some YouTubes.
What, you get stoned on it? It's a drug?
Oh yeah.
Bobby's gonna order it.
They get really
Don't
paranoid.
tell Bob.
Anything that gets you high that you can buy at 7-Eleven is not a good thing. Not a good thing at all.
They used to sell trucker speed at 7-Eleven.
Maybe
not
Molly's,
7-Eleven.
Black Molly's. Yeah, we used to take those and buffer
Actually,
caffeine.
those would be at legit truck stops, not 7-Eleven.
Those things are horrible. I remember breaking one of them open and snorting it. It's just buffered caffeine. That stuff would burn like nobody's business, man. Nobody's business.
Now I'll stick to the pot. Hash and pot.
Black
Maybe
Molly.
a mushroom now and then.
I don't do the hallucinogens anymore. Not for a long time.
No,
actually.
Jose, it's not funny, but if you look at the videos that people put out, their reactions and stuff, you'll laugh.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't-
funny, Harry.
I don't trust drugs anymore. You know, even in the old days, guys used to sprinkle angel dust on, you know, on some grass and stuff like that to make the high different crap like that. Guys are always adding, you know, some guys, unscrupulous guys, are adding, a lot of them are, right? I mean, I grew up in that fucking shit, man, and you can't trust it, especially now with that stuff that kills everybody, fentanyl, right?
I wanna take
Nice
you
time.
higher. Got a
Definitely has,
slice
a,
stone
definitely,
feel.
definitely has that vibe to it for sure.
Good.
They're supposedly reissuing these in all analog. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
I don't know if it's allowed, Brian. Not that it's not allowed, but I don't think you have the ability,
Yeah, you can probably. Yeah, you can't really post it.
unfortunately.
You could do it privately and then send people the link, but you couldn't do it publicly, I don't think.
Yeah, you can't put links to anything.
No, I can't.
You can.
What do you mean, Town? What do you mean shrooms aren't hallucinogenic?
It depends on how much you take.
Wow.
I know for a fact that I've seen.
Why?
I've seen
Why,
shit
why
measured.
is taking a little bit? I mean, why bother? Unless you,
Because like if you do a microdose, it's just like this level and everything's more vibrant and you're just more aware of everything.
well, I understand.
You're not
that,
tripping.
I did mushrooms from all over the world, and my favorite are the little wee paniolas. The heads on them are about the size of your pinky fingernail, right? And the best, they're the best come from Prince Edward Island too.
You know what we called the mushrooms? What we got? Mushrooms. We didn't have any kind of classifications. They just came in a little baggy. They were like freeze dried.
Well, you know, there
So-
are different mushrooms out there, and they all have different highs.
Yeah, I know.
The thing
knew
I
people-
like about
knew
them-
people that grew those things. Yeah.
The thing I like is that nice steak that's underneath them.
I don't like when they put mushrooms on my steak.
No? Oh, I do. And butter
Yeah.
too.
Butter. I can do a little bit of compound garlic butter, and blue cheese
Yeah.
maybe. But don't throw a mushroom on my fucking steak. Man.
Onions I'm good with, but not
Oh
not
no.
much.
And don't throw any ketchup or steak sauce on my steak either. It's over. It's like
Ketchup, steak sauce.
Ketchup on steak, wow.
I've seen
I
it
love-
in Canada. I've seen it
I
in
do
Canada.
ketchup. I do ketchup on my steak.
Oh my
You'll be
God.
And
okay,
not-
Travis. Patia's a long way away from where the fighting's going on.
Ketchup and A1.
This sounds like when the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes on.
This is great.
Good.
I really love this song. I love this album.
I've only got the Hawkwind that opens up and
Who sings on
Yeah,
this?
that's the
Who's-
best one.
Who sings on this? Is that Dave guy? What's his name?
I seen them this year in 1978.
Yeah, I don't know who's singing this one. Is it the guitar player, right? So, 𝐿 no. Dave Rock. It is Dave Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was a Dave. Dave something, yeah. Is he
Yeah,
like
but
the
there's all
only
different
original guy
singers.
left, right?
Yeah, he's the only guy. If he's barely alive.
And he's still alive.
What's that?
He's still alive.
He's still alive. Yeah,
He's
pretty
83. He's
old.
still alive, man.
Yeah, but he's an old 83.
He's an old 83, yeah.
Cancels a lot of gigs.
Got a little harp in there too.
There's not enough harmonica in prog music or
He
rock.
started like a blues buster, and
It is very bluesy.
but he gave Eric Clapton his first guitar, or loaned him his first guitar. They were like that same era, same age. There might be even a busking version of this.
Isn't that cool when you
𝐿
find stuff like
𝐬𝐬.
that, Bill? I think both of them were loaded on acid. I know Santana was, like their whole band was.
Santana, definitely.
I know that Michael Shreve says he doesn't even really remember playing.
Carlos said his fingers felt like
Nice,
snakes.
Bill.
Felt like the guitar neck was a snake. He said it was like a snake trying to handle a snake. That sounds
That
like
was
a
a really
bad.
good song.
That is sounded like a bad trip to me, man. Handle a snake.
Evening, Corey. I'd rather be called a degenerate than a nerd. I hate when people come in and say, like, evening, nerds. I don't like that.
Nerd.
I was never a nerd, just because we talk about records.
You made me think of that, your comment about what's your favorite Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
But I saw an interview with Alice, I guess no, it was with one of the original members of the Alice Cooper band. And when he was going to interview the guy, he said the first thing he asked me is, where do you file our records?
Oh, yeah.
You know, under A or C, you know?
Yeah.
He said, oh, under A. He goes, you were all right with me then.
But then Welcome My Nightmare
Well,
On has to be under C, theoretically. I mean, I
What's
keep
that?
them all together.
I put them all under A.
Yeah, but Alice Cooper from Welcome to My Nightmare, when he ditched the band, it became
Yeah.
M,
Yeah.
so it's under C.
No, I can't do that.
No, I mean, I still keep, well, actually, I have them just separate because they're so big. But I would put it under A, but theoretically, like Alice Cooper solo records should be under C.
Like I put Robert Plant, Jimmy Page records at the end of my Zeppelin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that with the Beatles stuff. I got a lot of
Yeah.
Beatles 45, and I put the earlier pressings first, and then the later pressings, and then comes, you know, the Harrison, the Lennon, the Paul McCartney stuff, right? And Ringo.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong, Mick. It's how your brain thinks of it, you know?
And there's very little I do like that. I'm not a guy that, you know, has everything, and I don't alphabetize or categorize any of my records. Right? I mean, some Stone stuff. I mean, there's Beatles stuff I'm finding that I don't have in my Beatles records. Same with the Stones, right?
Hey, Alex.
You just missed your Parliament album. Song off that being.
But I file by genre as well, and that gets difficult sometimes.
Yeah, but I like it by genre. It does get very difficult, especially with 45s. You got to decide where to put it.
I don't know the genres like you guys know.
Yeah, no, it's not like this record is this genre. Like there's rules, but it's how my brain thinks of it. Like the shoes, I want when I'm thinking of power pop songs, I want that song available. I don't know when I keep my blues, because if I'm flipping through blues, I'm in the mood for blues. I don't want to see alphabetical songs.
Yeah.
And punk, like some things get new wavy and punk, but it's how my brain thinks. So it's not necessarily how the band is.
There we go. This would be under A.
Yeah.
Hey Harry, I want to thank you for letting me off on that postage fucking records. Eh?
That's fine. I knew it was going to be a lot.
That's fucking crazy, man. I don't understand it. Patrick, is it the same with you two? I might have to fucking not buy off of you guys in the States at all if it's going to cost that much.
I told you that's why you and Hound should like split it and then like let.
Yeah, but you know when you sent me that email showing me the cost sending it to me and showing the cost sending it to Hound, You were sending hounds regular mail, but me, you were sending special delivery.
No, I was sending his UPS, and yours was USPS, Postal Service. So I didn't have the option to send UPS to yours. No, well,
Yeah.
You know what?
I didn't have the option to send UPS to you, but I had the option to send a hound. I could send 4 pounds to a hound for like $22. So
Why can't you send it to Toronto at that?
because for some reason your address for me
Yeah,
doesn't come up
sometimes
with UPS
like
as an option.
UPS won't do PO boxes, and sometimes apartments they won't. You know, it won't enter in.
It just won't. It won't even show up for me. So, but Harry said it showed up for him, so I asked him to send me what he has for your address because he uses pirate ship because I did the same thing I did.
Bobby, that picture I sent you of the pricing at the bottom, doesn't it say UPS $28?
I didn't look. I you know, as soon as I seen the 6,
I just
But then they're going to
Parliament.
charge you the carrier fee.
Not if you say, you know, I just say it's worth like $5.
You know,
You know.
I should file Jethro Tull under T.
No.
I mean, no one's gonna see it, but like that would just piss a lot of people off. Pink Floyd under F.
But you know, it wouldn't piss him off because only you sit there. You'd be going, that person would be mad because I filed it under T. So yeah.
Hey Patrick, seeing
What?
it costs that much money to mail shit to me, I got one record there that I had bought that I think maybe you better put it into an auction. I ain't gonna pay those kind of prices.
All right. Well, let me see. We can talk about this offline. So we can.
Okay. Well, all right.
But you just put it in an envelope with a stamp, see if it gets there.
Hey,
Well, it used to be anything that you could put a postage on, they would deliver. You could put it on a brick, and they'll deliver it.
We used to be able to mail cassettes. Where you take it out of the cassette, out of the case, but just a cassette in an envelope with a stamp, or maybe 2 stamps, and it would get.
Yeah.
I'd have to look. I had the first 2 originals for sure.
I got a stamp collection.
You're old.
That would make you a philatelist. So I used to be
That's the proper word.
yes, a philatelist. Yes.
I gave you some stamps. Remember that? I gave you
When
some Dylan stamps.
When I was growing up, like 7, 8 years old, my next door neighbor, this older gentleman, whose daughter used to babysit me.
Mailed chicken.
He had a massive stamp collection, massive. I mean, like he taught me like the inverted Jenny stamp. He had all that shit, and he gave me a bunch of stamps, and I collected stamps. So I was probably about 12, but yeah.
Bobby, you remember I sent you those Bob Dylan stamps?
Yeah, I got them. Somebody else sent me some stamps too, eh? I got a
Not
huge
phallus,
collection.
it's philatelist. So yes. You can't mail potatoes to Canada though because it's across country lines and they won't let you. So
Actually, a stamp was one of my worst disappointments in my whole life. I was a kid, I don't know, 10 years old, and I found a wallet on the street. It had $32 fucking dollars in it, right? So anyhow, I was an honest kid and all of that. I brought the wallet home and I told my mom about it, right? And my mom, she was hard. She says, "Well, take the wallet." The guy lived in a block right behind us, right? She said, "Well, take the wallet back to the guy. Maybe he'll give you a reward." And she took the $32 out of the fucking wallet.
Oh,
And I just looked at her, and I said, "Well, what if he asked me where the money went?" And Mom says, "Well, just tell him there was no money." And I didn't lie, then or now, right? I hate fucking lying, right? If you're a woman, don't ask me if I look fat in this dress. Anyhow, so I go around the block. It was after work, 6:30. I dressed up as best I could and all of that. I went there. Knock on the guy's door. A man comes to the door, an older gentleman in his 50s. And I said, "I found this wallet, sir." And the guy told me to come into the house. He sat down in a chair in his den and all of that. And he had a desk there, and he took this wallet. And he was looking at it, and he says, "You found it like this?" And I says, "Yeah." He says, "There was no money in it?" I says, "No." So he started talking to me and asking me questions about myself, right? And what are your hobbies? I play hockey. I play this. I got a stamp collection. I had a small stamp collection. Right? So he says, okay, I got a reward for you. I figure he's going to give me a couple of bucks or something. He gets up, walks out of the room, and he comes back with one stamp. And it was a triangular stamp from Spain, right? And it was like worth about a penny and a half, right? And I was so fucking disappointed. Oh, thank you, sir, and all of that kind of. And then I beat it out of there. But my mom freaked me out. I knew she was larceny right from that point when she sold it for $32 from it.
Well, Bobby, when he asked you, when he said there was no money in it, you should have said, no, there wasn't $32 in there.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was money in it, but my mom took it.
Yeah, he could read your face though. He
I'm
was
sure. Right? Well, yeah, probably, eh? I know it bothered me a whole bunch. It bothers me now for fuck's sake, right? I don't like having to lie for people,
I don't think that was a good move on your mother.
No, well, my parents weren't the best of parents, believe me.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, for $32, was it worth doing that in front of your son? Like, I mean, if I found it, I'll take the 30. Like, I mean, she could take the 32, but to put you up the line.
Yeah, they did a lot of. They were ignorant maritime.
I have no problem if she found the wallet and she took the money. You need the money,
Well, yeah, we never had no money. That was
I understand that point, but
my dad was only making at the time maybe $60 a week, and that's all rent, food. I mean, we were poor.
Yeah,
right?
I understand taking the money,
brothers,
but then you should have just threw the wallet in the mailbox in like the post office mailbox.
I didn't know that worked, and I have done that later on. I found lots of wallets, believe me, right?
Yeah.
And jewelry and all kinds of stuff, right?
How do you find lots of wallets? I've only found one wallet in my life.
When I say lots, I can think
I wasn't going to say anything.
I can think 5 right now, right? And the last wallet I found, was maybe...
Bobby, this is called pickpocketing.
Yeah, I mean, it's called stealing, Bobby.
I found it.
Hey, never mind.
Next to this guy on the train, and he bumped into me. Next thing you know, I have a wallet.
It was wallet ended up in my jacket.
It was my watch.
When I was 14 years old, I went down. I saved up money for a whole summer to go down to the exhibition and party and all of that. And I had about $23 in my wallet, right? And I had just walked into Princess Gates. Now this is, our exhibition, shoulder to shoulder people. All of a sudden, we're walking, and I'm walking, and somebody bumps into me, and I take 2 steps, and I reach for my wallet in my back pocket, and it was fucking gone. I turn like this, and there's people here, there, everybody walking, man, and I used to do that trick when I was a kid too.
Karma.
Well, I didn't steal a wallet. I would.
No, I'm just joking.
I would pick.
I have Mazzy Star, but not new Mazzy Star.
Back to that guy.
Well, how can be new Mazzy Star? The guy's dead.
I could pick locks too when I was a young fellow.
That's not something you put on a resume, Bobby.
No, I never did.
Hey, Harry, did you ever see that guy on Instagram? He does. He says every movie's better if it ends with Bruce Springsteen's "Born to Run."
No.
And he just does closing themes, and then he puts in like "Born to Run," and it's hysterical. I'll send you a couple.
Yeah, send me a link.
Yeah. Like, not everyone works good, but just you hear the drum roll and it comes in.
My
and
Bloody Valentine.
Big happy ending of these inappropriate movies. Like, it's really funny.
Patrick, did you order the Beatles mono box?
No, I already have one.
Okay. Some of the reports, some of the records are pretty scratched up when they get them.
That's not good.
You figure how many thousands they made, but it's going to happen now and then, I guess.
So what are they asking for this Beatles mono box?
Very rarely have I ever gotten
now it's sold
new
out.
records.
So yeah.
How many?
They're going. People are asking like $1,200 on eBay for them.
Whoa! Wow.
I haven't looked to see what they're actually selling for though.
Here's something you probably like, Brian. So I'm recording this right now. It's the second Down album. So there you go. It's right up your alley there, Brian. That lady could sing.
Yeah.
For me, when Aretha Franklin and them types started getting into the R&B and soul, it went downhill for me.
Oh yeah.
When they started getting in it, why? What do you mean?
Didn't they
Well, it was
do it?
commercial. It was commercial R&B.
If you say so, Roberto.
At least you got something for it, Andy.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want a big box like that with corner things, but corners don't bother me. As long as the record's not wrecked.
And as long as it has the inner sleeve, right?
Well, I'd like to have a complete album, but it's not the end of the world if I don't have an inner sleeve, you know.
I don't even know. I mean, I have a Metallica box set, you know, and I was trying to sell it at this record show, and this guy, and I've had it for years. This guy goes, "Well, there's a corner ding here," and I'm looking at it. I'm like going, "I've had this thing for like 10 years. I didn't even notice there was a corner ding on it. I had no freaking clue. I didn't care." You know, he's like, "Well, there's a corner ding right there." I'm like, "Well, good thing you spotted it." You know.
Did he buy it?
No. It's weird, man. I mean, I had some expensive stuff, but it was like I had it priced way low, you know, and nobody even bid on it. So it's like, I think that's the last record show I'm going to sell at. I'm like going, you know, I didn't have a good time. I wanted to be out there looking for records. I wanted to be selling records, and nobody really wanted to spend any money. You know, I had some good stuff, you know, and I had to trade somebody for the I had the Mo-Fi Beatles box in mint shape. It had everything. Probably been played one time, you know, and I ended up having to trade. You know, I got a good deal out of the trade, but
I think that goes for around $700, but I'm not sure.
yeah, I mean, I had it marked at $550, you know, which was a deal. You know?
Yeah, that's a good price.
I don't know, moving all of them boxes in and out. I don't know. But
yeah, that's no fun either. It's like if I lug stuff, so some people don't care. They'll lug the same shit in year after year. You know, I was upset lugging stuff in one time and lugging it back to my car, stuff I didn't sell. You know, so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do record shows anymore as a seller. Yeah.
Well, at record shows, when everybody's leaving, isn't sometimes that the best time to get deals on records? Guys don't want to carry them home.
Yeah,
you can get deals anytime. I mean, if you get there first, you get deals. You could be there in the middle and still find stuff, and at the end, they might lower their prices on things.
Yeah.
You know,
most people, if you offer, you know, if you buy more than one item, they'll give you a deal. They'll cut you a deal.
You could probably haggle more near the end,
Wow,
but you have less options because things are already.
You can
sold.
probably haggle for expensive records that probably should have sold at the show, and they'll probably maybe cut you a deal.
I know we used
Look
to
at
have
Daniel's comment.
we used to have a sportsman show here in Toronto.
Scratch,
It was on for a week, eh? And what I would do is I would go the first day, but I would always go the last day because I could get deals on the last day, fishing equipment and shit like that, eh?
Now, Mother Love Bone records are really rare. You're
I
not
can
gonna,
see jackets
might come
coming
around
apart.
Then, but yeah. Harry might come
like
around.
I can't see why they're scratched. What are they like putting them on the floor? Like, how do you scratch records?
Some of the videos that people are showing, I mean, it's like just a scrape across.
I mean,
it.
all the records I bought in my life in the 80s, I always bought new records, when I was a kid. I don't know if I've gotten things that might have been defective. I've never seen scratched records.
Nice.
Which record store? Resurrection? What's that one called? Resurrected? Record Resurrection in Fresno? So someone sent me both of the Mother Love Bone albums. One was a promo, so I have them ripped.
It's nice to hear Hanoi Rocks just blow away Nirvana.
Not a competition.
Andy, I think every one of them was like that.
No, of course not. But
From what I'm hearing. The flip back.
Did I go to that one? I don't know if I went to that one or not. Did I? Is that the big one, Alex?
Yeah, they got to do something about that. There's got to be a way to take care of it. That bad.
I got your box there, Dorky. I actually just ripped one of those Number Girl albums, and the UFO Lights Out you sent me was immaculate. It played great. I'm going to play a cut off of it tonight. So it's a nice Columbia Santa Maria. And I did post that Deer Hunter yesterday, I think. I've got like a huge box from Dorky. I have a huge box from Chris. And I've got a huge box from Rez, and like just so much stuff to go through. It's a nice problem to have.
I haven't even tried to look at the Hoffman forums about the mono box because it's probably
half the people will say it sucks. The other half the people will say you're just complaining. So that's pretty much in the synopsis of what it is. So people half are going to go suck it up. You be glad you got what you got. You know.
And you get 30 comments that say me too.
Dusty Records, love them.
They could. I don't think it was leftover stock. I think probably they were old plates though. I don't think they recut it. I think they're old plates for sure.
Probably. They still haven't said how many they made.
Well, they don't have to. They probably won't. I mean, most record labels don't tell you how many copies they made unless they're numbered. You know, if they're not numbered, they don't tell you how many they cut. You know?
Yeah, but if it's limited, you think they would say.
Well, unless it's numbered, then, you know.
yeah, Raymond, I'm with you. I never got a scratch. I've definitely had things with like, you know, have a lump in it.
Non-fill, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had dirty plates, you know, that have a little bit, but I've never seen a scratch on
I've had some
record.
like records that had like the paper dust, like maybe they opened a new batch of inners, like.
Like I said, I'm with you, Frank. I think they probably just use the old plates and repress them.
The center hole had like the excess, and it wasn't quite, you know, had the melted wax around it.
So, Frank, I know I asked this before, but I have that like salesman slick for yesterday and today butcher cover. Who would be the best person to contact to try to sell that? Would it be that guy in Arizona? What's his name? Cox?
Perry Cox.
Perry Cox, is that his name?
Perry D. Cox.
But I don't want
that's
him to,
the guy.
I don't want him to take 50% of the worth, though. So you know that's the thing.
Harry, you see Danny's comment? Danny Walnuts.
I did. Yeah. Thank you. Either that or even Frank.
So I had that thing. It's not doing me any good just sitting in a closet, you know. And I know it's worth a lot. I assume it's worth a lot. The guy that gave it to me said it was worth a lot. So.
Have you reached out to Rockaway Records? That's the kind of stuff they would want.
I'd like to, but every time I go there, every time I go there, they say they're not open. Even though Jim calls for me and said, "Hey, we'd like to come by there," and they say, "No, we're not open for you." I'm like, oh, "Okay, I might do that." So he said Perry Cox takes 30%.
And I think that fluctuates based on the final selling price too.
What do you take,
used to,
Frank?
anyways. I don't know about that.
What do you take, Frank?
I had a set of Badfinger autographs that I sent a picture of it to Perry Cox and asked him to sell them for me. And he wrote back and said, I want to buy them for myself. Would you just sell them to me straight out? So I did. So
How
they
much?
were
What's
And then you
900
auctioned them.
How much?
$950.
have you ever seen that slick before, Frank? Though you know what I'm talking about, right? I can show you if you don't. But
Wow.
have you
In
ever
that
seen
case-
that butcher
In that
cover slick?
case, Capper, John Hockley, he don't do videos on music anymore, but he must have a fortune in autographs.
Yeah, but to have a whole band with dead members, that's the trick.
And it wasn't. It was on a piece of. It was an advertisement in the magazine for one of their record albums, and somebody had cut that out, and then they signed it. So it wasn't like a photograph or a record. But I figured it was worth a good deal because he gave me $950, and if he had sold it for me, I would have had to give him commission. So
Yes, even if he sold it for $1,200, he'd get you $950. Yeah.
Commission, just a 15% commission normally, eh? Some guys charge more.
Signatures sometimes decrease the records, Brian.
yeah, it depends on what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, that book you got, Dipper, that must be worth $1,000 for.
Not. Oh, it's probably worth $1,000, but it's not worth.
Send me an email, Frank. Here's my email
I'd
address.
pay you $1,000 for it if I had the money. I'd give you $5,000.
I'm not giving it
I love
up.
that book.
It's
I love
3
that
books. They're all. It's all mix and match. Yeah.
Shoot me an email, Frank, and we'll talk. 'Cause I need to get rid of that thing, and I know it's valuable. So
Dickie Duck turned me off autograph.
But Bobby, a lot of those like 1930s, 40s actors, they're not. No one cares anymore.
I care.
No, I know I care, but like the value, you could go buy them individually. You know?
Yeah, I see there. Yeah, that's true too, eh?
You know, if they're $40 a piece. I mean, some may be worth more, but
These are all autographs I've gotten over the years, and they're all musicians. It's all music, you know.
nice.
I have a Robert Fripp autograph, and he never signed.
I got Link Ray. That's the one I care about.
Oh,
I'm not an autograph guy.
You know that book? Show that book again, Harry. Open it up to the first page.
It says Bobby Gass owes me money. Found my wallet and ripped me off. So yeah.
There's that book there. That was supposedly a rare book because
No, this is all empty pages, Bobby.
yeah, but that's the one. Remember when John Lennon said the Beatles are more popular than Jesus Christ, and he wanted to prove it by putting out a book
That's
with
Willie Nelson there.
by putting out a book
He was old. He was even old back then.
with no words in the book, just his picture. It's what he wanted to prove, right? I had that.
Really?
Yeah, that's why that book come out.
I never knew
He
that.
wanted to prove that, you know, what he said.
mighty
It's
feeler.
one of the hardest shit for saying that, right?
Because there's nothing on
Hey,
the side.
we didn't
That's
say
right.
we were bigger. We didn't.
There's no identification on it at all. All it is a blank book with the picture of him on it, and you know, he was just trying to prove, you know, what he was saying, right? And it sold, I don't know, it sold a lot of fucking books.
Wow,
We
I
didn't
never
say
knew
we were
that.
bigger than God. We
Well,
said we were
that's
bigger
true.
than Rod.
You're a
Rod
Beatles fan.
Stewart.
You should have known that.
Remember that, Harry? The
Yeah.
Ruddles?
I know. I
yeah.
was a book collector, right? That's why I
That's-
know that information. And I
that's,
knew a Beatles fan, and I actually gave him the book.
That's
for
Phil
free.
Everly.
Oh,
John
nice.
who?
Phil Everly, Everly Brothers.
So
I think Donald
autograph chat is right up there with pedal talk. So, just so you know. I've got
How
an
about
autograph
Jimi
Supertramp
Hendrix?
album.
Ian Hunter.
How can you tell?
I got that from the stage. He was in Ringo's All-Star Band, and he got signed as they were leaving the stage. Got Ray Davies.
I don't think Christians got mad. I think just some people got mad. But you got to figure pretty much everyone was Christians at that point.
If you're a guitar player, that's Seymour Duncan, who made,
Pickups.
you know,
Pickups.
yeah, the pickup, yeah.
Even I know that.
Yeah, a lot of history there for me. A lot of memories.
I used to have a book, like we used to go, my dad was friends with the assistant general manager of the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys. And we would go up there every year and watch them practice and stay at their hotel and watch the game. And I had a book like that filled with like Roger Staubach, Don Meredith, all those guys, man, all of them. Like for every year I'd add on and on and on. I probably had maybe 200 Cowboys autographs. And of course I got mad one day and thought I'd punish my parents and throw it away. It's like the stupid kid, you know, it's like, so yeah. This song is so weird because it like has that nice groove and then it just stops and slows you down and says, oh, okay. And no, my turntable's not fucked up. It's right how it is.
I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to go watch some TV with the wife.
All right,
okay.
Harry. Have a good evening.
I'll let you know about next week, Harry.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, if you need a place to crash, let me know.
Okay. If I did that, we could have the live stream from your house. Yeah.
There you go.
I never heard of this band.
𝐿'Flambeau. Yeah, this is one of the Rev specials here. Pretty good. They're kind of not quite punk. They've got like a little metal to them.
Riff.
Little metal to yeah. But the vocals are punky, and
What's a
It's
couch?
kind of goofy. It's an 80s.
yeah.
Like, I don't mean goofy in a bad way. I'm just trying to place it. It doesn't sound like crossover if you're doing the punk metal thing in 1986.
Revs might be able to shed some light on the subject here on this band. It's his 45, so yeah.
What is a couch flambeau?
I have no idea.
It's kind of like 81 punk vocals. Not what you would have did in a crossover band.
Be right back. I need to get another beer.
That picture always throws me, the guy getting kicked in the nuts.
Pretty good riff.
When I grew up, kicking a guy in the head with your feet was a big time plus. Everybody used the boots when I was a kid growing up, but that was the big deal. It wasn't trying to kick a guy in the nuts; it was trying to kick him in the head. You know, Bruce Lee shit, right? And we were wearing the shoes to do it, Clark's and stuff
Jimi
like
Hendrix,
that.
what is it? Someone know? Total metal.
I don't know, that's sounding real low to me.
This is pretty cool. I picture a mismatched band on the album, like the long hair guy or the guitar player.
It's like they're goofing on the record industry, basically. Listen to the lyrics.
Wisconsin. Put out 3 albums of smart ass punk. Okay, that's what it kind of sounds like, smart ass punk. It doesn't sound like the early 80s punk, like US punk.
Yeah, it's the
Heavy
B-side.
metal riffs throws me because it's not crossover.
That's the first thing I noticed was like the metal riffs. I'm like, going, what is this? You know, it was so definitely different.
That was good.
𝐿'Flambeau. This is better. This is from the records you sent, Dorky, you got for $1 at the antique mall. So.
Eddie would know.
It was fun to listen to this whole album again when I recorded it. I listened to the whole thing.
𝐿 is so good. I mean, I don't even know how good he is, but his personality, I just really like. Not the greatest thing.
Everything about this record is perfect. This is like a perfect record. There's not a bad thing about this record at all.
So earnest, you know.
Other than the album cover, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Malia? It really does.
Such a great record, man. Everything about it is like perfect.
I feel like you're more UFO now.
That's why I listened to the whole thing. I mean, I was like, I listened to it cover to cover, like, okay. Sometimes I'll skip around when I record something, you know, but I listened to the whole thing of this. I was like, well, okay. $28 sealed jar of flies is a reissue. It's not an OG. Probably not. My OG's fine, you know. I mean, I don't think they can do anything to that would make me, you know, go. I'm not going to pay $25 to get a remix, you know.
Yeah, and it's not a 10-star record, Jose. I mean, it's 10 stars to me, but you know, it's kind of a middle tier rock album in a way.
Yeah, but it's only middle tier to those people who don't have the passion and don't really give it listen.
But you know what I mean? It's kind of like a free record. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but
it's just one of those under the radar albums that, you know, that they missed their window because they got into a fight and the guitar player left, and you know,
like you think. I mean, in the big picture, I'm not talking as a UFO fan. But besides Strangers of the Night, do you think they have a 10-star album? I don't know.
No, to me, this is a 10-star record. To me,
it is too. But I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe this is probably the best one, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say
Most
to me,
solid.
This one, I mean, Obsession was more polished and more glossy. This one was not as glossy as Obsession, for sure.
It might be the strongest album, but I don't know.
I mean, Force It. Most of the live album was stuff off Force It, but it was so much better live than it was in the studio back then, because the guy from 10 Years After produced it. Leo Lyons produced those albums before Ron Nevison took over on this one.
Yeah, I mean, that live album is a perfect album. That is a 10-star album.
Yeah, that was the record you sent, Dorky. I cleaned the shit out of it, and it came out nice. So yeah. Yes, you know, Strangers in the Night is like 1A and 1B live album. Yeah.
I'll put that against any album. You know, that.
I don't think there'd really be a showdown, though. There wouldn't really be a showdown. I think most people would agree that, you know, from studio perspective, it probably goes Lights Out, maybe Obsession or Force It, maybe. You know, after that, you know, who knows? You go Phenomena. I mean, do you go for Mechanics? Do you go for No Place to Run? Because there's a lot of people. I like Paul Chapman. I like the Paul Chapman stuff.
I like the Paul Chapman.
You know. Yeah, Space and Time. The Auto Fidelity sounds really good. Yeah, that's a good album too. Bobby's down with the Space and Time quote there, David. Yeah, Love to Love live, man, is just like, yeah, I never get tired of hearing that, ever. And the studio version is good. Probably the weakest thing on Lights Out is Electric Face, for me. It's probably the weakest link on that song. But their cover of Alone Again is like, just off the chain for me. Nice picture sleeve, Bobby. Is that a UK?
No.
That's actually
European.
That's actually a Yugoslavian.
Okay.
I can't hear you. Say, what is that? That's definitely Europe.
Yugoslavian, he said.
Oh, Yugoslavia.
It's from Belgrade.
I'm an Alvin Lee fan.
No kidding. Really? Nobody knows you're an Alvin Lee fan, Bobby. Nobody.
Yeah, Pete Grabs died. Yep. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Leo Lyons too. Leo Lyons is probably my.
He produced the early UFO albums. So.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's
Yep.
well, he produced a lot of records.
He was actually one of Chrysalis's like go-to guys for production. Yeah.
Yeah, that surprised me. Find that out later on. You know, you read all this.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another beer, Zorlock, or whoever said that. Yeah, Zorlock. So good. And this isn't. I like the first two better than this album. I think they dip, but it's still great.
Is Algie Ward still on this one?
Algie Ward's the band. Yeah, I think it was they added a second guitarist on this one.
Rebs is admiring your picture sleeve there, Bobby.
Yeah, I seen it. Thank you, Rev. Well, I got a lot of 45.
Well, that's all you kept.
But that's, that's the stuff that I love, eh? I mean, my 45s are probably worth more than my albums are.
Is what's his name? What's the Chris Van? What's his name? Still playing with him? Is it Chris Van? What the hell's his last name? Whatever his last name is. What's the guitar player for Crocus? Chris Von something.
Oh, Herb, right? Von Herb?
Something like that. But yeah.
I think it's Von Herb. HERB, maybe.
Hey, Jose, we're here every Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. But yeah, Friday's usually the
Thank you for joining us, Jose.
But good to see you. Welcome aboard.
Hey,
Fernando, I was totally wrong. Fernando, not
Fernando Von Herb. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
I got a question for Oakensfield. Everybody calls him Gens. He says that's his real name. What's the Gens short form for?
What are you saying? What's the question?
What is Jens? I think Jens is actually a legitimate first name.
Jens is a first name.
It's not shortened.
G-E-N-S.
J-E-N-S.
J-E-N-S.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, apparently so, yes.
I never heard of it before.
Yeah, it's a common name. A fairly common name.
Right. For that concert, that first time I seen him was the Train Festival, and I had 2 backstage passes for that one. If I had any brains, I would have jumped on the train with everybody and partied with them. Fuck. Stupid me.
Oh, Cactus. Nice, John. Which Cactus? Do you remember?
I've seen them too.
Cactus is new for you? Oh man, Cactus is great, man. Did it have the first Cactus? Was it Restrictions? Was it Alton Sweaty?
The first Cactus has the cactus on the cover, and the second one is like, what's it
one
like?
Way or
white?
another. No, the second one's One Way or Another. With the have like.
I thought Restrictions was the second.
I thought
right?
Restrictions was the
third. No. You could be right. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I'm not.
I don't know. What album did they have in 1970? That's when I seen it.
I think that was the first one.
Okay.
So let's find out. Hang on.
One Way or
Yeah,
Another.
you were right. Restrictions is the second album. Yeah.
No,
So
Jorlock says One Way or Another.
Well, they're both 71, so.
Yeah, but Discog doesn't put them in order. They just go by year.
Okay. Either way, they're both great. It doesn't matter.
What's the one that has Evil on it? Do you have that? I think I requested that before. I
think I have all of them in the system.
Play Evil. I mean, if you have time.
Yeah, I have all of them in the system. Evil's off the Restrictions. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's great. That's the best track off that album, the Howlin' Wolf cover.
One Way or Another is done by Robert Ludwig. It's a great record. That's probably my favorite. Yeah.
Cactus Does Evil.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not their best track, but it's the best track off that record.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you're gonna check it out. Patrick will play it.
beautiful. I mean, I seen the Wolf do that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna sound like it's not as good as Howlin' Wolf, obviously, but it's different.
Nothing's as good as Howlin' Wolf. Nothing. I'm a fan. Guy's got huge hands. He's got hands. You won't believe how big the guy's hands and feet were. Right? Oh, fuck. I think I'll get another beer.
Drinking, Bobby?
Yeah, let's
The Cactus song will make it worth it.
This is off an interesting comp.
Guy with the diaper, right?
But this is a.
Yeah, the guy with the diaper on.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is actually pretty good. It's actually got
That's
some
a great
decent stuff
comp.
on it. Yeah.
The Castle Donington song, is that on there? It's like this ballad written by Americans who only saw Castle Donington in the magazines. I forget what band it is. It's just.
There's a couple of Virgin Steels, and there's a. This sounds like Light in the Black is what this sounds like. It's a direct ripoff. Listen to this. The vocal melody, Light in the Black by Rainbow. And then a little bit of Diamond Head thrown in there, so yeah. Yeah, it's hard to find those albums in clean shape, but they're on Atco. Those old Atco records are indestructible, man.
Yeah, some of those Cactus might have been cutouts, just like with the cut corners. I can't remember.
And don't get the mono promo versions, because those are just fold downs. They're not actual mono mixes. There was no dedicated mono mix for Cactus. They do a good cover of Parkwood Farm too. Here's to you, Bobby. Pour one out to Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster, Ozzy, Duckman Joni, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Lost a lot of people this week.
Theo Huxtable, right? What was his name?
Oh, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and the guy from Golden Earring, George.
Malcolm Jamal Warner. What was his name? Was it
Theo?
Theo. It was Theo. Okay, I second guessed myself.
That would have been a good show there, Jens.
Yeah. Great single. This is one of the best.
Never heard of it.
2 singles they put out. Like 1974.
What kind of a bump record? You can always send it, I mean, the worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work, so yeah. My flattener's currently sitting idle.
Is this drug talk? What is Darren talking about? It sounds like drug talk.
No, he wants me to flatten his Cactus album. I'm not going to do a bump of cactus juice, I'm not going to be shooting up cacti.
Okay.
I don't think Michael Schenker boo-hoos about his brother. I don't know. Maybe he said something at the show you saw. I saw that same talk.
I know he's pretty pissed off at Rudolph about, he should have gotten this, that, and the other, but
I don't know. He didn't say anything bad about his brother when I saw him.
I mean, I don't think there would have been that many royalties for Love Drive anyway. I mean, so I mean, it's not like Love Drive was a huge record,
No, nothing to do with Jesse Hector. This was a great glam band. There is an LP. Actually, the single's been reissued a few times. Revs, if you don't know them, they're great.
Brian McFadden, Nate Snow, Sunshine. Where are you from?
This is the album, and it's not a great album. Like there's about 4 good songs, but they fill out the unreleased.
Is that one of those things that they put together? They cobble together like demos and stuff to make an album?
Yeah, exactly. So you get 2 versions of the alternate version, just enough to fill it out. But it's a great album. I showed this before, but it's like Dicot. But check them out.
That's like a bad look. Who the hell dressed?
No, it's a great look.
That's a bad look.
Like no, think of The Warriors, the movie The Warriors.
I know.
Remind me of the Bay City Road. Remind me of the Bay City Road.
Exactly.
But it's before the Bay City Road, and it's like working class.
Where are they from?
England.
Where are they from?
It's like during when the Sweet and Slade,
Are they Manchester? They look more like...
No, I forget where they're from.
They look more like Bay City Rollers in the Suite.
Only because you're seeing stripes, but they're actually kind of a little different. But in this album, I don't think sold. Like it was... Like this reissue was going for like $17. I don't know about it anymore, but they couldn't get rid. They printed too many. But the single is exactly Raggedy Ann's like Oliver Twist, they were.
Rhode Island. It's not a coast, right? The coast always gets a lot of clouds and rain. I remember back in 68 or 69, I hitchhiked through New England and the Maritimes. I was spending a couple of months with my uncle's, and he lived at a place called Shad Bay, right on the coast of Nova Scotia. And believe it or not, it rained 26 days in a row. Not a heavy rain. Sometimes it was a light mist, but 26 fucking days in a row it rained.
Rev, you might just want to get the single Wired Up. That's their best song. And that was reissued at least twice. You might be able to get it for $10 and just say one and done. Here we go, Bobby.
Guy's voice, he's trying to get it raw like the wolf, right?
Is that Rusty Day? Is that the singer? Died like drug dealers killed him? Jim McCarty on guitar, right? Is that it?
I wouldn't call it blues. I'd call it rock.
This is boogie rock, man.
It's a Jim McCarty, Carmine Apiece, right?
Yeah, Rusty Day and Tim Bogert. Yeah. So it's like half of Vanilla Fudge.
Yeah.
Part of the Yardbirds, and I don't know where Rusty Day came from.
No, it's McCarty from Detroit, right?
Oh.
Not from the Yardbirds.
Oh, sorry. It is Bogert, Jim McCarty from. He played for Buddy Miles. I think that's where they got him from.
Okay.
And the Detroit Wheels.
Yeah, Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. That was Ted Nugent's big influence.
And Rusty Day came from. He came for. He was
I don't
with
know.
the Amboy Dukes for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Rusty Day was in the Rockets. Raymond says was in the Rockets. Who was in the Rockets? I have that album.
The Rockettes or the Rockettes?
Rockets, right?
I don't show his having credits.
Maybe I don't have the Rockets. I'm thinking of something else. I don't have a Rockets. I completely thinking of something else. Oh, Jim. Okay, he's saying Jim McCarty. Okay, so that must have been a Detroit band.
He was in the Rockets, but it's not listed as in his discogs. It's interesting, but he was in the Rockets.
That could have been a local band in Raymond, Detroit gigging band.
No, they had an album on RSO. I have it called No Ballads. I know they had at least a couple albums on RSO, legitimate albums. Yeah, I have that Rockets album called No Ballads. I'm looking up if he sings on it or not.
Yeah, this is great singing.
Yeah, he's not the vocal. He might have been in the Rockets, but like after or before they made a record.
He's talking about Jim. He said Jim McCarty.
Yeah, but I don't think he played on anything on the Rockets. He might have played like chord with them, and but I don't see anything with him playing on them.
I bet you when I seen them, I bet you they did this song, 1971.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have had a very large repertoire for the concerts, right?
Well, they could have took them for like 7-8 minutes long. You know how they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. One of the most underrated Stones songs.
And no more Stones need to be dying this week. We lost enough musicians and celebrities this week.
Yeah, we don't need anyone dying.
Hey, you know what, Patrick? I got a request. Mr. Morphine by the Stones.
I just played a Stones song.
Ooh, that's a real downer.
That's what it reminded me of, right? Mr. Morphine.
Downer, though, man. Oh, my goodness. Great track. That's a downer. Here I lie.
But I'll bump a Twilight Zone by Golden Earring for Sister Morphine.
All right. A real downer, though.
Twilight Zone for 7 minutes would be kind of a downer too. So
at least that's a rocker. And I'm not knocking Bobby. You have every right to request. I'm just kidding. I love Sister Morphine. It's not one to play in company. This is not a legit album, Forky. It was like
it was a comp
of almost demos of songs they were going to put to other people. Metamorphosis, I think it is well regarded.
I liked it.
Oh, I love it.
But I'm a fan, right?
It's mandatory,
I had it.
That version of Out of Time is the superior version. One with the strings. I don't know why. That's still a track.
Tell you what, man, this Apple Watch timer thing works great for ripping albums. If I put a side on, just sit for 20 minutes and like go check.
Yeah, Alan Klein project. Yes. And I don't even know. It's not even all Frank. It's not even all the Stones on all the tracks, right? It's like Mick and some like obviously that was Keith, but you know it was different. Mick in the studio with different people sometimes.
I'm actually recording the other Down album. I'm on side 3 right now, Christopher. Just a coincidence. I'm actually ripping the other Down album. I did Failure today too. So yeah, that Failure album's kind of weird.
Cheers, Frank. Thank you. I don't know what this is.
Not mine. It was just some guy that rips records. I thought I listened to it, thought it was kind of cool.
You know, it sounds cool, but it sounds very thin.
Yeah.
Oh, now the vocals was brought down.
It kind of sounds like that song, Man on the Run, whatever that song is, Man on the Run, whatever the fuck that song is.
I don't know, but I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I like that guitar sound. Not my bag, but I like that. It's funky. Nice wah wah.
No, that is Man on the Run. So yeah, that's exactly what the song is. I'm like, sounds like that song. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I don't know this song. It's almost got that sound that would become the Manchester sound, like 20 years later.
So Jonesy had 3 or 4 albums in the UK on Dawn. I have a few bands that were on Dawn. They were proggy though.
Was this a UK band?
I think so. The guy that ripped it. The guy that ripped it's from the UK. So. Why would Jim McCarty be a guest at a Beatles fest?
They must be running out of Beatles guests. They're all dying off.
Like, did he was he like George's guitar tech or something?
Unless it's Jim McCarty from the Yardbirds, that would maybe make more sense than Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. I don't know the Beatles connection.
Yeah, I did. I just ripped that one. I ripped this one. The first one I ripped during the stream was Number Girl. I had no idea what this is, but Dorky, that was one of the ones you sent. So I'll figure that. I'll listen to that after we get done here.
Yeah, I don't know the Hurricanes good enough to know the songs. I just seen them on YouTube and love the songs. Some of them. Yeah, Yardbirds. Okay, Jim McCarty from the Yardbirds. Gotcha.
I got them confused like 5 minutes ago, so yeah. Production's not the best on this song, though. A little thin.
It's very thin.
That's a good guitar player.
It sounded like that song sounded like it should have been a real thick sounding 12-inch single. Like that's the kind of song you want on a 12-inch.
To play in the clubs.
Like disco 12-inch.
Both super slide guitar players, Rory and Jeff.
This is the first thing I've never even heard the Pogues before until today.
Really?
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Boston. So
completely off my radar, man. I was like,
Pogues have always been huge over here.
I was like, this is great.
Yeah, I don't know them at all. I just know who they are, and I've seen videos and put them on my checklist. Hurricanes. You know, some of it is cheesy. Like they had a couple good albums I remember listening to. Or at least one good album. I wouldn't know any song titles or band members.
You know what? Gary Moore has a lot of live songs on the back of his 12-inch singles. The problem with Gary Moore's stuff, solo stuff, is like the 80s stuff is so fucking harsh sounding, man. Like just, I think he went digital way too early, maybe, but it sounds so harsh. And I love Gary Moore, but just really, really harsh sounding solo stuff. You'd have to ask Dorky because he's the one who sent it to me. Yeah, this was ripped by somebody besides me. I can't remember who ripped it, but the guy does good stuff. So, luckily, there's other people besides me.
Christmas song, though, right?
Which one? What's it called?
What's it? Like Streets of New York or something. I forget what it's called. I mean, they play it every Christmas over and over.
I've got the obligatory ones. I've got the ones like the propaganda, the one where when they're like on the boat with like with their hands tied behind their back. I have the mandatory Sparks albums. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a disco fan, Darren, but there's some disco I really love.
Yeah, there's some stuff I can Alex has sent me some disco stuff that's been really good. So
Fairy Tale of New York, thank you.
Some stuff was bad, but yeah.
I had a middle brother.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest Christmas songs.
Dude, I learn stuff every day from stuff people send me, man. It's like every day I explore stuff. I'm going, shit, I've never heard this before.
Yeah, in Boston, especially like the punk scene, and not even, it's so mainstream, but the Pogues are so huge because of the Irish contingency here.
Is John Bandy even here? Oh, he is. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of Ty Segall, so I have some of those to get through too. So yeah.
Yeah, he's got a catalog.
Yeah, I've got a box with like probably half of a bunch of his stuff in it. So that Dorky sent me.
Brian, that used to fall asleep on some of his videos, he was a big Ty Segall fan. Who was the guy you don't see him anymore? He was the truck driver, white hair, white beard.
Oh, he died, I think.
Oh, he had some kind of a heart problem. He died, did he?
Yeah, I think he passed away. Box Topper, is that it? Box Topper?
I don't remember. I remember one time.
Odd Box Topper. That's it. Odd Box Topper. I think that's it.
He said he didn't like why he didn't do a lot of these stuff because he didn't like to engage.
Well, that's a good reason not to do a lot of stuff. If you don't want to engage, then that's a good reason not to. So yeah. Personally, I kind of like to engage. So yeah.
But he went and visited Brian one time. Brian did a video where him and two of them were in his garage, right?
Apparently he wanted to engage with Brian, so that's good,
Well, the guys got along.
Yorkie, those are all good. Like the bands you had to have seen live, I think a lot of that. Super Drag, Jay Reatard, like to hear the record by itself, I don't put on those records, but if you were around and saw them, I mean, I guess Ty Segall still plays.
Guy laughing, what's that? German. Some of these guys German, I take it.
I don't think they're German, are they? Probably UK if they're on the Job Center Rejects.
Yeah, it's all UK. Yeah. These are just obscure singles. I don't even know this band. I just know it from this comp. Yeah, he was in the Reatard first. Not that I'm telling you, Alex. You don't know, but to see him live, that was, he's an interesting guy. I wasn't a huge fan, but he put on a good show. You saw Jay Reatard, I think in Brooklyn, But he threw, like, he was into the show and he threw the mic stand out, and like some kid in the front row, and like he got hit with the mic stand and broke his nose. Like, oh, not good. But like, that won't, not that I like that happening, but if I listen to a CD, it's just not the same.
Funny shit happens. It's not nice, but you can't help but laugh, right? Life's like that.
He was getting weird at the end there, Alex.
I mean, even shit that happens to you, and you look back years and years later, you know, it's hilarious, some of it, eh? It ain't funny when it happens, but, you know, later on in life, you know. Your perspective changes about things.
Kind of looking at these Craigslist ads for tomorrow. Like sometimes, you know, these guys will sit there and they'll show like records they're selling, you know, their boxes of records. You look at them and what's visible to you is like what you base your opinion on. It's like, okay,
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, Dorky, I bet you watching YouTube of Jay Reatard's better than actually listening to the records. Like watching the live stuff. And I'm not knocking his music, but I'll be back.
You're gonna leave me with the reggae shit? All right, there you go. Already the bass is like way overdriven. I don't find that attractive, but yeah. Is Jackpot doing War in the Babylon?
you want the bass overdriven, because what it was in Jamaica was the sound systems. They'd have parties and they'd bring all these sound systems, giant amplifiers and PA systems, Patrick, right?
I've been to those parties. I
well,
was
listen,
only right guy at those parties. So.
They'd be competing with other people doing sound systems, the selectors and DJs, and it would be competition. So the louder your bass was, bass is the sound that would go miles. Like you could hear it. So whichever was the louder party, that was the one that the people were going to get more people.
I hope it's
so
better
they made
than
the
Stuff,
records.
so yeah.
They made the records, the bass loud on purpose.
It was too overdriven though for me.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't too overdriven, but there's a reason. You know, it's kind of like the.
So I hope it's better than the meter stuff they did on Jackpot. Those were different, not bad, but just different.
It's kind of like the volume wars of the CDs in the 2000s.
Yeah, you wanted your shit to be heard loud.
Yeah.
I had somebody today, like I said today, that was like going, boy, the Friday music Boston sounds better than the original. I'm like going, well, if you're comparing my riffs of the two, well, the Friday music is 2 dB louder, so cut 2 dB off of your comparison, it makes a whole different world, man. You know, so louder always wins when people do about comparisons. I get why people have loudness wars, because the louder it is, people think it sounds better. I can hear everything. Yeah.
And it was like the same with hip hop, because people want to crank them in their cars. You know, you want your car to be bouncing.
Yep. So I've had the meters jackpot stuff, which is okay, but it's not. To me, it wasn't great. But some of that stuff that I thought a Mud Honey they did was really nice. Some of the other stuff they've done is really good.
You remember when you had that Ozzy Osbourne sort of tribute stream a couple of nights ago?
Yeah, the one that
I said I was going to go out and light off some fireworks.
Yeah.
I saw your video, Bobby. I didn't comment. I saw it though.
What a rip-off. But I got a bunch more I don't know who's going to die next.
You had a Roman candle with 2 shots.
Oh, no.
No, 1 shot per fucking Roman candle.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't Roman candles.
Fucking, no, they weren't, right? They were a lot of money, too, right?
Ooh, those are fighting words there, John. What about the original, was it Josie? Were they on Josie? The original Josies? I think I've got 1 or 2 original Josies. They sound good. They're not audiophile recordings as it stands anyway, so yeah. You have to level match. I mean, that guy said that the Friday Music Boston was like better than the original that I just posted. I'm like going, dude, you're crazy, man. It's like, I usually don't say that, but I'm like going, that's like one of the worst sounding Friday Musics I've ever heard is the Boston one. So, you know, if somebody likes it, that's cool. I mean, I shouldn't get on my soapbox, but yeah, I'm not just don't get it sometimes. But I'm not the be-all, end-all when it comes to sound quality.
Yeah, how about Brian? Perfect Ozzy song. How about Bark at the Moon? If you had to sum it all up.
Lightning Strikes.
No, I'm not saying the best song. The one that sums up Ozzy.
Mr. Crowley.
With Mr. Crowley, that might work. Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, or Bark at the Moon. Right?
Weird, he dies 2 weeks after that fucking last show.
I mean, Mr. Crowley has the intro, it has the iconic solo, it has everything. I mean, it's got it all, you know?
This is so good.
This album's so good, man. His first one, Madison Blues, 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer.
He was recorded in my old neighborhood, Jamaica Plain in Boston.
He's got like, what does he play, like a Birdlander or something like that? He plays a semi...
Yeah. Big, I don't know if it's Birdlander.
He plays a Gibson though, right?
Yeah, big hollow body Gibson.
I have no Zakk Wylde enthusiasm. I don't dislike him, but I mean, he's probably my least favorite Aussie guitar player.
Yeah, I was too old by then, I think. I shouldn't say too old, because you shouldn't be too old for Ozzy.
You aged out of Ozzy?
Aged out of buying Ozzy records, but I always loved
That's
Ozzy.
fair.
You know,
Yeah.
I didn't keep up. How's that? But I saw Black Label Society. I saw Zakk solo. You know,
I don't dislike. He's a talented guy. I've actually met him. You know, he jammed with us. He came on stage and jammed with us.
yeah. I mean, he's a music fan too. He's a great guitar player. He's passionate, very passionate.
Super nice guy. He would fit in here. He would like come here and say, "Oh, that's fucking awesome." You know, he loves the music. He loves, you know.
Yeah. You could tell. And he's probably maybe a little older than me, but not much.
To me, it's Jake, then Randy. Jake's my favorite Aussie guy by far. By far. Bobby, it's good to see you, man.
Well, I'm here at least once a week, right?
Well, sometimes, you know, you're not here. You don't usually hang that much. You know, you were moving. You know, now you're getting settled.
Yeah,
you know, so yeah.
Cool enough.
And Darren, to reiterate, like Sundays was so important in the 90s because you wouldn't have had these out. They were putting out all this great 60s albums that you would have not even had access to. You know, on
No,
CD.
did I play it?
Or LPs.
I'll tell you a story about Zippo lighters. I remember when I was a kid, my old man always had a Zippo. And me and my brothers, we used to buy him Zippos for Father's Day and Christmas and all of that, right? And I asked my dad why one time, you know, why he always had a Zippo lighter. And he said, because of the war. And I says, what do you mean? He says, well, you could take the insert out, put a string through the hole, and drop your lighter into the gas tank of a Jeep or a tank, and you'd have a fill up.
Well, because there was like that cotton that you put the butane on.
Yeah.
So my grandfather gave me a lighter from the Indianapolis 500 of like 1952. I still have it. It's engraved. And I sent it into Zippo like maybe 30 years ago. They like they replaced it, sent it back to me, and now this Zippo is probably like I'll go dig it out like for next stream. I think it's probably like 70 plus years old, and they literally fixed it, you know, like refurbished it and kept it original.
Well, this one I sent this one in, and they fixed this. I've got. Here's another Zippo. Here's another Zippo. I'm a Zippo man.
But I thought that was great, man. They
you know,
stand
some
by.
of them are worth a lot of money. The ones that were, you know, in the military and stuff like that.
Well, see, mine is engraved for the Indianapolis 500 of like 1952. It's engraved.
Yeah, this is my. You can make me big for 1 sec. This is my old man's Navy one.
Well, see, just what I was talking.
Yeah,
about.
look how nice that looks, man. Look how fucking clean that is.
Yeah, beautiful.
Those guys, I have so much respect for them because it doesn't matter how old that shit is. It's like their warranty never expires ever.
Hey, some of that stuff's worth a lot of money. I'm not kidding you. The Zippo lighters, right? I remember one time I was hitchhiking coming back from the Maritimes, and I got picked up in Kingston, and the guy had an MG convertible. He had the beret and the scarf. This is about '69. And on the dash, he had his cigarettes. They were flares, but he had a Zippo, and it was a 14-karat gold Zippo. It was the only time I know guys who had Ronson gold lighters, but that's the only gold Zippo I ever saw.
It's a slow, it's a slow, it's a slow.
No, that was okay. No, we're not going to have it Thursday.
It's probably about 1 a.m. your time.
12:52. What time is it your time?
It is 9:53. But I got to go watch the Tour de France once I'm done here, so yeah.
It's still going on. Those poor guys.
No shit, dude. Every day they like ride like 150 miles and like climb 18,000 feet.
Any incidents like crowd interference or any?
Oh, always there's some idiot like fucking walking with a Speedo and a fucking helmet with big antler ears on it. It's like, yeah. Always, man, those fucking people. I'm like, well, I couldn't do that shit, man. It's like, I can't even imagine what it's like, you know, people touching you, pushing you, and running with you with a camera, like, yeah, go. They're trying to, you know, they're excited, but I mean, it's crazy.
Well, you mail it. Actually, the Niagara Falls Zippos weren't as good as the ones made in Bradley, Pennsylvania. Is it Bradley, Pennsylvania? But the Bradley, Pennsylvanias, they were the best of it. The ones in Niagara Falls were a little lighter.
I stole a Zippo off. I told the story. I stole a Zippo off the Allman Brothers. I was like working at the club they played, and I was doing the backstage. I had to pick up the empty beer bottles and empty glasses. And there was I think they went on stage or something, but there was a pack of Marlboros and a Zippo, and it was all paisley, like it was all engraved, like paisley or something, but it looked like Southern rock kind of. And I snagged it, and I had every time I smoked a lot back then. I said the Allman Brothers Zippo, lighting this up, and then I put it down somewhere, and someone swiped it off of me.
Poetic justice.
Yeah, but I'm not a thief, but I was that day.
Apparently you are.
But yes, I had the Allman Brothers Zippo. I was so proud of that thing.
No two ways about it, John. That night you were a thief. I mean, you knew it was not yours. You knew it was like probably.
No one was there, but I had my job was to clean up. Hey, if you left a half pack of cigarettes in the Zippo, it's just going with the stuff.
I definitely would have snagged the half a pack of cigarettes, so that would have been gone no matter
that
the
was
cigarettes would have been gone, man. That's the most important thing.
That's a good excuse.
Give me the cigarettes.
Clean up, man. I'll tell you that right now.
Give me the cigarettes. Yes.
I use that excuse.
Oh man, I wish I had that Allman Brothers Zippo.
When I was a furnace guy, cleaning out furnaces in the summertime. One time it was a boiler underneath the Jamaican record shop, as a matter of fact. And the boiler had doors that you open up and clean out, right? When I opened up the doors to clean out, there was a pair of scales, and they're Russian scales, and about 3 ounces of Jamaican pot. So naturally, I cleaned it up. There was also a whole bunch of 45s on the ground in the furnace room, right? I grabbed about, 10 or 12 of them, right? There was hundreds on the floor to make them 45s.
Wow.
But
they weren't, records weren't worth anything. People were just putting them out in the trash, back in the, they're worth stuff to us.
They still do.
Yeah. Hey, Steve's here.
This
Wow.
You back from the show?
Yeah, I just got back.
How was it? I saw some of the earlier clips you posted. Looked good.
Yeah, man, I was in the front row, so it was awesome.
You look exhausted.
Yeah. Huh?
You look exhausted.
Oh, dude, it started at 4:00.
So, who did you see tonight? Who was it? I didn't.
No, it was the first two bands were I don't remember the names. It was newer bands, and it was the Turnpike Troubadours, and then Bob Dylan, and then Willie Nelson.
So how was it?
It was great, man. I had heard people say that Bob Dylan sounded like shit. Like, I know a couple people that saw him recently said he didn't sound. I thought he sounded great. He sounds like he's 84, but he's never had a great voice. You know what I mean?
People go in expecting to hear the greatest hits album, like the record. Yeah, but
that was a cool thing too. He was playing some more obscure. It was like half obscure tracks and then half hits. And
so what was the standout? What was the standout for Dylan and the standout for Willie? What were the standouts for both of them?
He did some good stuff, man. He did Desolation Road. He did.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Did he do Every Grain of Sand? I've seen him doing that.
No. So there's a couple songs he's been trading, but a couple songs there's songs he hasn't done in like 30 years that he's doing on this set. And the thing is, like, he did Times Are A-Changin'. It was like halfway through the song before I realized what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the running
Well,
joke.
the band, that was always an acoustic. He's got a full band, so it just sounds different,
Desolation Road is fantastic.
Oh, it's one of my favorites, and it was great, man.
What about Willie?
So
what about Willie? What was his standout? What stood out?
Willie, man, he did a little bit of he's definitely doing the hits.
Was he smoking pot on stage?
No, he can't anymore.
He doesn't smoke. He does gummies.
He stopped like 3 years ago. He can't smoke anymore.
How old is he?
93.
He's 93 now.
93.
Yeah.
He just turned 93. though.
Wait,
And Dylan's either 84 or 85.
Youngster. He's a youngster compared to
What
this.
was crazy though, Dylan, I guess he's real subconscious about his appearance now. So like I'm in the front row, right? He set up the band all the way at the back of the stage. So he's like 20 feet away from us. And he's in like the Edison lights, so it's really dark. So us in the front couple rows can see him. Nobody else could. And he wouldn't let the cameras do close-ups. So all the cameras were way back behind. So like the whole crowd was pissed off because even on the screens, it was like a little tiny picture. I mean, it's dark, so they couldn't see him, you know?
That's
So, I mean, I got some good video, but like a lot of people are pissed off.
yeah. I'll check out
Yeah.
IG there in a few.
Yeah, because it was expensive tickets, you know. I mean, even the grass seats that are usually $30 were like $150. But and man, the Turnpike Troubadours were fantastic. That's the first time I've seen them live.
Yeah, I thought the guy before them, the one footage I saw, I thought he was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I can't remember what his name. I had never heard of him before, and he did a really good set too. And there was a young girl before that, and then I don't know who the first are. I had never heard of the first few, so. But man, yeah, I got there at like 4:15, and I left there at like 11:10.
Long day.
Dude, my fucking hips are hurting, my ankles are hurting, my feet are swollen.
Yeah, and you're like half.
Oh,
of
you were
You're
standing.
like half,
Yeah,
you're half of Willie's age, dude, and Willie's
Yeah.
out there doing it. So yeah.
Yeah, Willie was sitting down the whole time. He wasn't. You know, he looks a lot worse than 2 years ago when I saw him, though.
It's not going to be long
Yeah.
for him, man. So.
No, and his allergies. I mean, like I was close enough to him that I could see like snot coming out. Like he's wiping his face the whole time. That like his allergies are getting him.
90. I mean,
Yeah.
old. You're old.
No, I mean, and you can. His voice, it doesn't sound great, but it still sounds good for somebody that's in their Like I've seen guys in their 50s and 60s who have lost their voice more than he has.
Brian, you're like obsessed with humidity.
You're going to
here.
see a legend, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
I
not
mean,
going to get you're not going to get 70s era Willie, and not even
Dude, and like I
80s
said,
era Willie.
I paid a premium for front row seats, and it was worth every dollar I paid. It was a great show.
Oh,
I'm
you
glad.
enjoyed yourself.
Oh yeah, I had a blast.
Yeah, that's crazy. Those two guys are 160 years old.
Yeah. The crazy thing,
170,
so Willie's singing Crazy, right? He wrote that almost 70 years ago.
Yeah,
How often do you
175
see-
years old.
Yeah.
How often do you see a guy that play his own song that he wrote 70 years ago, you know?
Brian, I'm from South Texas, Brian. I know exactly about humidity, man. But, you know, it has no context with what we're talking about, though.
You know, us New Englanders, we get humidity, but we can't complain compared to those guys.
Yeah,
my hometown is 100% humidity every day. Every single day, it's 100% humidity.
Actually, Steve, you're from Louisiana, right?
my family is. I was born and grew up in Phoenix.
Oh,
I was born in
all right.
Tucson, but I grew up in
Phoenix
Arizona.
is not a cold place.
No.
There's
But
one,
no,
there's one
well-
semi-tropical zone in the U.S. and it's in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas. So yeah.
It's an outdoor amphitheater, but it's covered, and they have these big glass coolers that are facing towards the bands and stuff. So, but yeah, it was pretty. I mean, I was soaking wet the whole, and I was in the covered area, the whole time.
Is this a Canadian band, Bobby? Have you heard this band? Is this Canadian? Are they Canadian?
I don't know. Never heard of it. Blue Mountain Angel.
Hang on. Who sent this?
I never heard of them. Never heard the name either.
They are American. They're from Springfield.
Springfield, that narrows it down to 4 states.
Oh no, that's wrong.
It's definitely 1969 music rock.
It's from 1969.
Oh, they're from Texas. It's got Dewey Martin from Buffalo Springfield.
That's what.
Oh,
it was.
from Springfield. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I did. I read it wrong.
He's in Springfield.
I've been seeing all.
From?
Oh, go ahead. What?
Where are the Simpsons from? The TV show.
Springfield, Illinois.
The what?
The
Springfield.
Simpsons are from
They're from
Springfield.
Springfield,
I was just
yeah.
trying to...
They're from a different Springfield, though, aren't they?
They had a contest. They didn't. It was just generic Springfield, and they had a contest to pick what state Springfield it was going to be.
I remember that was like a big question for years.
Yeah.
Did you send me this, Dorky? Somebody sent me. This is not my record, so.
It's funny. All these guys have been doing videos about Ozzy. Obviously, I've started to notice like people talking shit about Black Sabbath now. One guy did a video about how they're not really the first heavy metal band, and he listed all these other bands. I was like, yeah, those are all obscure bands that nobody knew. You know what I mean?
Who did they say is the first heavy metal band?
Oh, they listed up to different things. Yeah, no, it wasn't Blue Cheer. It was I know the band. It was a band that released an album like 2 months earlier, but nobody knew who they were until 20 years later. You know,
It was
Baltimore. I don't know.
it was Black Sabbath that introduced heavy metal to all us rockers and blues guys. I can tell you that for a fact. It wasn't any other band other than Black Sabbath introduced us to the heavy metal. Right?
Well, there were quite a few bands doing heavy blues. It's just they were the ones that made it what it is.
The evil cover. They had the whole back.
Well, like dark. Let's put it this way. It was dark.
Yeah.
That was the first dark, really, you know.
And the fact that you can't remember the band just proves the point that it was Black Sabbath.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And it was also because Tony Iommi had those like fake finger parts and like he like played heavy.
Well, they created.
They followed it up with
it was just the perfect mix of the imagery with the all black and the crosses and the long hair and the, you know what I mean?
And the name of the band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Voice.
The sound too. The sound was dark, right?
Sound first and foremost.
Sounded like Birmingham. So, yeah.
I know the first time I seen him, man, the hair stood up on my arms and the back of my neck. I couldn't believe it, right?
I couldn't imagine. I remember how it felt me hearing them as a kid. But it's still that this is years later. Like,
yeah, wow.
I couldn't imagine hearing it in real time.
I can't imagine hearing it after dry heat blew your eardrums too. So yeah.
I was lucky to hear these different bands when they. Like Led Zeppelin was, a brand new sound and a brand new thing, right? The album was only out a month, and I seen it, right?
Yeah, but even Led Zeppelin was about the same time, wasn't it? It wasn't only a
few months back.
It was only a few months before Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
10 months. I mean, I think the album was released in January or early February. No, January it was released. In 69.
Yeah, they had the first two records were both 69. Yeah, so it was early.
The first two were both 69, right?
You had Truth before that by Jeff Beck Group, which was basically the same kind of album. I don't know what my point was by saying that.
They did 3 Willie Dixon songs on that first album.
The VU Matrix tapes. I have the box set of the Robert Quine tapes, but I don't know the Matrix tapes. But I'm not like ready to listen to the Velvet Underground these days. They were a high school band. I don't really revisit them often.
I listen to the debut every once in a while.
Yeah. It brings me back. It time travels me to a place I don't necessarily want to go.
Honestly, I'd rather listen to Lou Reed solo stuff than the.
I'll pick and choose my Velvet Underground songs. Like, here we go.
Actually, some of my favorite Velvet Underground stuff is covers that other people did, like the Sweet Jane cover from the '90s is one of the greatest covers of all time.
Want the Hoop too?
Yeah.
Bobby, here's your request.
Yeah, I hear it.
Bring us all down with heroin. Speaking of Velvet Underground, here's our heroin music.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, give me one song to play us out because I got to go after this song. But so give me one song from Dylan or Nelson that I should play.
You know what? I'm going to choose One More Cup of Coffee. That's my favorite Dylan.
Hopefully, I still have. Hopefully, I have
my favorite Dylan album.
Oh, you have that?
I do have it. Yes. I'll do it from the white label promo.
So one of the local stores has, is it December's Child? Yeah, December's Child. A sealed mono pressing of it.
Wow.
They want $175 for it though.
That was like that came
I don't
out
think
in
you
mono?
need this. December's
that?
Children? The
Oh,
Stones
December's
album?
Children, okay.
Yeah.
Like a US mono?
I think you
US
could get a
mono?
nice
How
copy.
much?
Oh, I have a really nice copy that I got at Goodwill for $1, like
Yeah,
20 years.
I think you can get a nice copy for less money, but I guess sealed for collect.
How
Yeah.
much? How much? A US copy, a UK copy, you can get for like $20.
No, he's saying it's sealed.
Oh, sealed,
So
like a
it's
US sealed?
sealed,
It's still
Yeah, they got
shitty.
it sealed. I didn't pay attention if it was U.S. here. I'm pretty sure it's U.S., but they wanted $170 for it.
It's
Yeah,
sealed.
you don't. Yeah, you don't
5
want the
years.
US. You don't want the US pressing of that anyway. So I mean, that's not what you want.
People who buy in the sealed record, it's not about, the music so much.
I haven't had the best luck with sealed records from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those 60s records were so heavy, so fat and heavy vinyl.
No, it's not the warps. I've opened a few of them. They're just not good pressings. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So you'll play it even after cleaning it. You're like, ow, Then you're just pissed off you spent the money.
Yeah, Marion Faithful does.
I
it.
would much rather get a used record and say, hey, what does it look like? What does it sound like? As opposed to like, oh,
That's
it's
like
sealed.
that's like that Ramones debut. I found that sealed first pressing. We opened it up to verify it was the right because it's got to have the mistakes and stuff. And I played it. It was a horrible pressing. Luckily, I got it for a good price. I still made like $80 on it. And the guy that bought it was ecstatic. But yeah.
I'm definitely not someone who hunts like sealed pressings of anything. So.
No, it was just I bought that Ramones because it was basically a mint copy of the Ramones debut. But
If the price is right, that's great. So yeah.
like I said, I made $80 when I sold it. So here's
Well,
something
bad, though.
funny.
No, absolutely.
Remember I bought that Buckingham Nicks a couple months ago for $25. I sold it for $80 the day before they announced the Buckingham Nicks reissue.
Wow.
I still have like 5 copies of Buckingham Nicks.
Yeah.
So they will never go out of vogue. So
I can't believe how fast that sold out faster than the Black Sabbath did.
Corey, I don't know where you've been.
because
but
it's
a
harder
couple
to
of
get.
songs
I mean,
died.
that's like an unobtainium for a lot of people because it's been out of print since it came out.
Brian and Charlotte.
So
I still find copies for a good price all the time.
so do I. But I mean, it's funny. You sit there and you go, they only pressed probably like 50,000 of them. But imagine 50,000 copies of a record is a lot. You can find that record almost any day if they made 50,000. Let alone the Beatles. Like people who value Beatles records, they made millions of those records, man. If you can get like a fucking Buckingham Nicks record, they only pressed 50,000.
Bring up Alex's comment. I'm with him. I can't even look at that album cover.
Why do you hate it? Do you hate it because of the album cover? If you hate it because of the music, it's okay.
Error of music, like bad style. It was just the wrong thing at the wrong time.
That's a great record. So I mean,
know,
the
I
fact
mean,
that
Those guys took a killer British blues band and turned them into schmutz.
It's like exactly what I don't like about music.
I can't even understand how you could shit on that because Stevie Nicks almost showed her boob. Is that what offends you? I mean, what is it?
It's so 70s. It's so
hold on a second. I don't think Alex has ever even listened to the record. He's just
I haven't listened to the record
exactly. You never listened to it, so how the fuck can you comment on it?
because it's just so awful.
Why?
It represents everything I don't like.
Everything I hate, but you've never even heard it.
John's probably got a copy in his.
Oh
No, I don't. No, I do not. Patrick, it looks good on you.
Steely Dan or Buckingham Nicks? Where are you going?
I would take Buckingham Nicks over Steely
Okay.
Dan.
That's
I
so
still-
sad.
I still
know
wouldn't
for
buy
a
it.
fact Alex has never heard fucking Buckingham Nicks. He's just piling on. So yeah, that's crazy. There's a lot worse albums. There's a lot worse albums than Buckingham Nicks. A lot worse.
What year was that record? 77? What year was that?
No, it was earlier than that.
No, earlier than that. It's
Yeah, it
like
was
72?
74 or 5. Oh, was it that early?
73.
73.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're going by the cover? Okay, well, shit, dude. There's some albums.
I'm
Dude,
not
there's some
going
albums
by
you sent me
just
that were fucking
cover.
have shitty covers. So yeah.
Going by, of course. I'm not going just by the cover. Just that whole. I can't do it.
I've never heard the record, but I hate it, and it should be dead. Yeah, okay. At least I listen to stuff that before I hate on it. You know.
Well, there's like New Kids on the Block. I've never heard.
No,
Right?
you can't equate. You
It's
cannot
like-
equate Buckingham Nicks and New Kids on the Block. Come on, man.
I'm not comparing musicianship. I'm just like
Okay.
what it is, what it represents, and what
My
vibe it.
favorite thing is every guy on earth hated New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys, all those bands. And now you see all these guys now,
Oh, I don't. I don't care
singing
about
along to the songs and stuff like it was something cool back in the day. That's the craziest shit.
I just kind of happened to Duran Duran was like, and like, you know, all the men hated Duran Duran, and now you go to the show, it's 50-50.
You know, I was gonna end the stream with like this song, but fuck that noise. Or
You're playing Buckingham Nicks now.
oh fuck yeah.
Good for you. I'm glad you stick up for yourself.
I like
I don't
that.
want to be.
Oh, hell
I don't
yeah,
want to.
man.
That's good. Fuck all y'all to everyone.
I'm trying to be.
Buckingham Nicks, I give it a 4 out of 10.
It's all
give it
right.
a
You know,
1.
I would
It's
literally-
more fun. It's more fun to listen to them after they split up and they were writing songs about each other.
So my honest opinion, I would give that record a 5 out of 10. I mean,
Okay, well
My
that's
honest opinion.
that's a long way from.
you know.
I think the Fleetwood Mac stuff is better, and I'd prefer not to listen to that too.
Somebody's
I do-
gonna get their head kicked tonight. One of my
Well,
favorites.
But I mean, if they had Christine McVie on the record, it would be way better. Christine McVie to me is what made Fleetwood Mac. So that's my favorite part of Fleetwood Mac is Christine McVie.
My favorite part was Peter Green.
Yeah,
Well,
we
he
might,
left after
we might
like,
need to end with Albatross or Green Man a Leash.
You know what? I will end with Albatross after Buckingham Nicks. So you're gonna have to endure a Buckingham Nicks
And-
song.
No, I am playing. I'll listen to it all.
I
I'm
know
not,
you will.
I am being I'm exaggerating my opinion.
I'm certainly not going to sit there and like get mad at you for.
But I am
like-
exaggerating. You know,
Oh yeah, I know how it goes.
there's no way Buckingham Nicks.
Obviously you do because you can't spell Nicks, but it's okay. You're obviously a New York fan who just assumes anything named Nicks is spelled with a K. It's all right.
So they got the set list stuff. So Dylan played "Gotta Serve Somebody," "Times You're Changing," "Forgetful Heart," "Axe in the Wind,"
Don't know it.
"To Ramona," "Under the Red Sky," "I'll Make It All Up to You," "All Along the Watchtower," "Till I Fall in Love with You," "Desolation Row," "Lovesick" he did a great job with Lovesick. "Share Your Love with Me," "Blind Willie McTell."
Night.
What else? He did one more too. It's not on here. But yeah, man, So they list all the albums. Every song was from a different album except "Time Out of Mind." He did 2 songs.
Nice. Desolation Row is worth it.
Oh yeah, "Desolation Row" and "Lovesick" were 2 of the best of the night. All Along the Watchtower was funny because I knew it as soon as the guitar riff started. But I could tell nobody else could tell right away. And then he started singing the first chord, and then everybody went crazy. You know?
So,
I actually
who-
don't really
who's in
like
his
that
band, do you
Dylan
know?
song.
What's that?
Who's in his band? Do you know? Was there anybody famous in his band?
I don't know. I didn't know any of them.
I mean, sometimes he used to tour with like the guy from Hall & Oates.
Here's what was interesting. Nobody from his band and nobody from Willie's band had monitors in. They were all actually
They use
playing by
wedges? They use
ear.
wedges? Holy
Because
shit,
they gotta
played wedges?
follow.
Yeah.
They have to follow Willie and they have to follow Dylan.
Yeah.
So they're listening.
And Dylan, a couple times, he would start playing and singing before the band had even picked up their
Yeah.
instruments yet. You know.
So-
There's no way you could play to a click
Yeah.
track to those.
Are they just using wedges like the old school days? They were just using wedges?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
they had them all around them.
Wow,
And
like
they probably had to watch 'em.
minor
And
misses. Holy shit.
a couple times, the bass player would count them in. So yeah,
But I bet you they have to watch them. You got to really.
yeah. Oh no, they were. You could see, especially with Dylan, because Dylan's also he can't remember that shit, so he's got sheet music. And
I saw the interview or something with Zach Starkey talking. He's like, I want to play with Dylan because I played with Pete Townsend all these years. He never plays the song the same way twice. I got to follow him. He's like, if I did this with Townsend for this many years, I'll be able to play with Dylan. Like,
yeah,
you know, wise ass. Like Townsend's even worse.
I'm trying to think of the guitar player for
Yes,
Willie.
I don't hate this. It's just not my bag.
It's not something you play. I would play like a Friday
Yeah, but it's
night,
not
man.
something. It's not. I'm listening to this. I'm not passionate about disliking it.
It doesn't grab your attention.
Yeah, no, but the point is, I'm not as animated about disliking it as I was 5 minutes ago.
There's a lot of stuff that I hate a lot. I would hate on more than I would ever hate
I
on.
knew I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
It's not Steely Dan.
No, I don't hate it, but it's like Chris says, it's not.
I would hate Bob Dylan New Morning more than this, honestly. So yeah.
New Morning's not bad.
He's got some turkeys in his catalog.
Oh, he does. He
You
does.
can't compare.
New Morning's not a good one, but it's not.
You can't compare
awful.
Dylan to Dick's fucking hand.
Here we go.
Now here we are.
It was my first Fleetwood Mac single when I was a kid.
Wow.
But pretty much the only Fleetwood Mac single you know.
No, because I've got the Green Mona Lisa singles too now. I didn't have it back then.
That's a 7-inch UK mono. Do you own that?
But
I did.
Or you did?
I might still have it. I don't know. I got.
I have a US.
I don't know what I have or not. But this recording is definitely from a 7-inch UK mono.
Roberto, it's a personal thing with me and Steely Dan. It's just
It's really personal, man.
yeah, I
it's
can't.
like
I can't.
everything I like about rock and roll, Steely Dan is the opposite.
It's like Donald.
And I'm not
sold
blaming
some bad
Steely.
drugs
I'm
or
not
something. I
blaming
don't know.
Steely Dan. I wouldn't. I'm not angry about it. It's just they make
I
me wanna
remember
vomit.
when I first got back into records in like 2008.
Is that
I
you?
remember
Okay.
everybody talking about how great that Steely Dan Asia record
Send it
was.
to me again.
And I found a mint copy of it and I played it and I didn't get it. I thought it was one of the worst records I ever heard.
It's
And
like
then everybody's like, oh, that's the wrong Steely Dan record. You need to get Gaucho. So I got that. I thought that one sucked too.
it's like almost a bizarro world rock and
Send me
roll.
the 7-inch again, Alex, please.
Oh,
Asia is not bad.
Oh,
Fuck, you people,
so
you people
bad.
hate on Asia. Just
Oh,
fucking
reeling
get on
in
my
the
nerves,
years.
man.
It's
Oh my
awful.
god. Oh, you fucking assholes.
I
Oh,
can't.
God.
I think it's
I like
horrible.
rock and roll.
Why
It's
do I
like
hang
rock.
out with you people?
Poppy.
Seriously.
It's fun, and you got
don't-
these steroids. It's like
Oh my
full on-
god.
Patrick, you would like it.
but it looks good on you.
Yeah, at least I didn't spend like 8 hours in the fucking lawn looking for Willie Nelson or Bob Dylan, like hiding behind a fucking screen.
I wasn't in the grass. I was in the front row.
And you still couldn't see Willie.
No,
Or
I
was it
saw
Bob.
him.
No, it was Bob. It was Bob you couldn't see. So.
No, I could see him. I was fine. I feel bad for the people that were paid $200, $300 for tickets right behind me.
So who looked worse, Bob or Willie, from a physical perspective? I mean,
Oh, Willie.
okay,
Yeah.
so why was Bob so paranoid about his looks? then?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's in his head, you know.
Okay.
He's an odd duck, Bob Dylan.
Well, and he was always a shy person, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was pretty famous for a
Oh,
while.
give me a break, Sorlock. Steely Dan by the pool. Oh, nothing better. I
You know,
can't-
Zorlock, you're my kind of guy, man. This exactly, man. A little bit of fucking Babylon.
My
Sisters,
favorite thing about Steely Dan
Peg,
is
you know.
that Chevy Chase was in their band when they were in college. Did you hear about that? They were
yeah.
all in a band together.
It was always cool to hate music. My friend. I mean, I had my best friends who didn't like the
It's-
same music I liked. My best friends, and we would argue about music
Yeah.
all the time.
goes
It's
back
like
to day one.
sports or wrestling.
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to hate the bad guy or the guy, not necessarily the bad guy, but the guy you're against, you hate, and like the fucking Yankees or the goddamn Red Sox or Philadelphia.
It's not even just that. It's then a band that you love becomes popular, and all of a sudden you hate that band because they're popular.
Yeah, but the passion, it's all exaggerated. It's all for fun, and we're all in the same world. We're all music fans.
We all love music, so it doesn't matter.
And
no one, it really doesn't matter at all.
We just all know that Steely Dan sucks.
It makes it fun. But yeah, Steely Dan is not rock and roll.
And we all know that if it sucks, it might be okay for me, but it's like, So.
It's like we're
we're
reading books and stuff. Steely Dan.
My absolute best friends, we would argue all night long like we do here about music, and and at the end of the day, that made us better friends. It's like it doesn't. I don't dislike anybody who says, "Oh fuck, Buckingham Nick sucks. I don't like it." It's great. I don't care. I mean, it's like
but
we
the
all
problem
just
is when outsiders put
exactly.
If an outsider was putting it down,
those guys.
Then I'm defending Steel. I'll defend Rush. I'm not a Rush fan, but like if an outsider is putting it down, inside you could, if someone said baseball sucks, then the Red Sox and the Yankees fans are going to team together. It's hard to explain.
It's kind of like in high school, like when you were into Kiss and nobody else liked Kiss or nobody else liked Rush or Van Halen. You had to like literally stand up for yourself. Go, no, man, I like those.
But you were arguing.
Those weren't your friends.
But you were arguing with someone who was into Led Zeppelin or the Beatles. You weren't arguing with nerds who just hated everything.
Delaney and Bonnie's a funny one. The best thing about Delaney and Bonnie is all the people that played with them. It had nothing to do with Delaney and Bonnie.
But you know what? Bonnie Bramlett can really sing, and her daughter sings for everybody. Absolutely hits all the high notes for everybody. Everybody. She's amazing.
Yeah. Steely Dan is like the exact opposite of everything I live for.
All right. Well, we're going to end it here. I wish you would have gotten here earlier, Steve, so you could talk more about Dylan.
No, I'm glad to hear about the show. I'm glad you went.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Good for you.
Good night, everybody. See you Sunday.
Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
Yeah, have a great.
And Tuesday is the Bill Swift-O-Matic.
Gallery, Ryan, Jeff, Revs.
Unless somebody dies, hopefully they don't.
Alex.
So. Tuesday is what?
Tuesday, hopefully, is like the guest DJ thing I've been trying to do for a month. But yeah, so hopefully, if nobody dies, we can do that.
Oh man, it's gonna happen this weekend. The way it's been going lately, every day.
I got a feeling Willie's gonna go any minute now. After hearing from
lose
you,
the list. I'm with you.
I think
who was it? Yesterday it was the guy from what band was he in? Golden Earring, was that yesterday?
Yeah, George. Yeah, we talked about him. Yeah, George.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his last name.
Seems like every day it's somebody else. So
Chuck Mangione, but
pretty soon it will be someone every day. Once we age there, there'll be more than 300 people a year, like that we know of.
I don't want to hear about that. But yeah. Anyways, see y'all Sunday. Good to see
Bobby's
you.
Gonna outlive all of us.
Yeah, Bobby's here. Bobblehead Bobby's right here.
All right,
good night,
guys.
everybody. Bye.